When you're ready, Tyler.
Canopies.
Shadow of the Erd Trees.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hair of the Dogcast.
Holy shit.
Your favorite podcast about
back.
beer and video games and trying not to talk about Elden Ring too much.
Shadow of the Erd Tree, huh? I'm Brad.
I'm Tyler.
I'm Stoy.
What's up, Stoy?
Hey, man, thanks for the invite. Appreciate it.
Of course, we love having you on. It's been a couple months, maybe.
Yeah, I think it has been, yeah.
Yeah. What's going on this episode, Tyler?
We got a little bit of news to run through.
Oh.
A little bit?
A little bit of news. Some console critters.
And a whole bunch of fucking video game trailers.
Yep. Since we're not going to talk about it too much, I'll just start off the bat. Shadow of the Erd Tree is out.
Holy shit. I'm sorry, I'm swearing a lot today, but it's because I'm really excited about Shadow of the Erd Tree.
Yep. It is out, and players have been angry with how difficult the game is, and it got a little review bombed on Steam.
These poor kids, they get a From Software DLC, and they're like, I didn't know it would be this
This is
tough.
a full-ass game, I hear.
It's so generous.
Yeah.
It's so big. It is
Yeah.
the one of my favorite gaming experiences of my life.
Right.
The bosses are more difficult. They are a lot more combo heavy. Mm-hmm. You don't get to dodge 2 attacks and then get a window. You get to dodge 8 attacks and you get a little crawl space. You can maybe get 1 hit in. It is generous. It is so much lore. It is very exciting. The biggest map in a DLC ever. I'm really fucking hot on it. I beat it once and I'm about halfway through the second
shit.
time.
I am.
Brother, I hear this is like 30 hours long.
First one is about 35. Second time, when I'm not exploring every nook and cranny and I kind of know where I'm going, it's a little quicker. I'm probably about 12 hours and I'm halfway through it, I'd say. Okay. The second try. Plus, I also did a little skis my second playthrough because there's a thing called, it looks like scattertree fragments, but it's Old English for shadow tree. So the shadow tree fragments are the way you level up.
Yeah, I heard this is dividing the fan base a bit. Because this
We
is a
didn't know-
non-traditional way of leveling up your character.
It's fucking every video game ever, man. Collect doodads to level up character. That's like video game 101.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mario gets mushrooms. Is that breaking the game? Is that cheating? But since I was able to use the map and kind of play however I wanted the second time, I just made a full list of all the shadow tree fragments, and I just went around and grabbed all of them. So I started at about half leveled up for my second playthrough, so it's less punishing. But there's so many cool weapons. I've been rocking this great katana like Sephiroth, and it's just mean. It's just mean, man. I can't get over how much I love this game. Sorry, that was the littlest I could talk about.
I'm happy you're happy.
Yeah.
I'm excited to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it got review bombed a little bit, and I did see that it's getting a patch to make the game a little bit more balanced, apparently. But I didn't read the patch because I didn't want any spoilers about what was difficult about it.
Don't look at anything, dude.
I haven't looked at anything except for a bear.
The fact that the final boss wasn't spoiled for me is a miracle.
Yeah.
It's really cool. And then it's not cool. Let Me Solo Her, famous streamer and Elden Ring player, had a post the other day of his character looking very sad, and it said, "The final boss is kicking my butt right now."
Oh, wow.
And that's like Michael Jordan saying, like, I can't play basketball well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Witcher 3 developers concede best rated RPG DLC and does some. They did some art of Geralt killing Moog.
Yeah, it's pretty
I haven't
sick.
seen that yet. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. And it sold 5 million copies already. So that's your Elden Ring news at the top of the hour.
There will be 20 episodes about this on Elden Dogs.
Yeah, it's going to be extensive.
The series continues.
The series continues. Also, Tyler, we're going to be new characters for the DLC.
Okay.
I'm Ansbach. You can choose one when you get to it.
Yeah, so we're not going to talk much more about Elden Ring. We're going to save it for Elden Dogs. In other news, did you have Redfall on Console Critters at all?
No, that's that game that no one cares about, right?
Yeah. Well, Microsoft.
Uh-oh, Stoy.
Uh-oh.
No, it's funny because like you see the potential of what they could have done with it,
Yeah.
and then you're in it, and it was like, how did they like look at this game to be like, this is fine. This is fine. Let's just put it. Oh. Anyway, keep going.
Okay, so Redfall, as we all know, was kind of a wet fart of a game.
Putting it lightly, yeah.
But Microsoft shut down the studio that made it, and they were known for making Dishonored, so it was kind of a big deal that they were getting shut down. But
And Prey.
Yeah, and Prey. People are getting refunds for their money because the DLC that was promised that they paid for is never coming.
That's bad.
Yeah.
That's you shouldn't sell season passes and DLCs before they come out, maybe.
Well, that was the enticing thing about Game Pass, is that the game was on Game Pass, so it enticed you to just buy the DLC. So a lot of people just were like, okay, well, I'll just buy the DLC for like $20-$30.
Yeah, and
The problem is when it leaves Game Pass, though, you don't get access to.
You don't, yeah.
Then
You have
the
to buy the full
DLC
game again. That happened with Final Fantasy VII. I remember the remake when they released the PS5 upgrade.
Yeah.
That didn't count if you had the PlayStation Plus.
It was a messy
the
thing.
Spartacus, edition.
Yep.
So that pissed off a lot of people. But it makes sense. Like, buy the game, and then you get the upgrade.
Gamers.
Yeah, do it in order.
Yeah.
According to many on Reddit, those who bought the DLC, whether the deluxe edition or the regular edition, via upgrade from Game Pass, they're getting money already back into their accounts. This is confirmed by Bethesda to be happening, whether people have requested refunds or not. If the DLC was purchased on Xbox, Microsoft, Epic, or Steam, if you didn't buy the Hero DLC from any of those sources, according to Bethesda's support site, you'll have to file a ticket with Bethesda to receive your refund. If you bought a physical edition, Bethesda says, and I think this is funny, contact your retailer to request a refund or store credit
Sure, Walmart's going to give you a refund for that.
for a
Hi,
year-old receipt.
I need to speak with the manager. So I bought this game, right?
Yeah.
And the DLC never.
What is
I
the
just-
DLC, sir?
Can I get. Yeah. Have you played video games? What's a video game?
Is that one of them Ataris?
I played Atari one time. It was played as Custer.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so good luck taking your crinkled up receipt. Who saves receipts that long?
Nobody.
Receipts actually like weather away like within a day nowadays, I've noticed. Mm-hmm. Like if I've kept the receipt in a pocket for like longer than a day, like I'll pull it out and it's like, Back to the Future where it's like, I don't even know what this is anymore. It's just a blank white piece of paper.
My CVS receipt from 2 weeks ago is doing good because it doubles as a belt.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so that one's
It's a little like humor for you right there. A little bit of joke.
Yep.
Does anybody like Dragon Age?
Yes.
Well, yeah, we're definitely talking about that.
I don't know if it's still on sale, but I did notice that on Steam you could get all the games for $10.
It's a good deal.
Yeah.
It's a very good deal.
They don't play like the new one, though.
See, they all play different, and I think that's there's a very fine line between the fan base over what they prefer better. Dragon Age Origins was a little bit more the tactical side, where you can actually like plan your attacks and plan your party a little bit better. Dragon Age 2 was a little bit more, action adventure hack and slash. Mm-hmm. But yeah, obviously it had like repeating areas. It didn't have that bigger open world like Inquisition had. Inquisition was a little bit more like Origins, obviously, and a bigger world.
I liked Inquisition.
I did too.
Yeah, I bought
really
that one.
liked it.
I bought that one physical, which is rare for me these days.
I never played a Dragon Age game.
Really?
We did cover the lore, though.
I was going to say I thought it was here for one of the BioWare ones years ago.
We talked a lot about it, but I've never actually played it.
Yeah, I mean, I hesitate to because I know like Dragon Age Origins did not age well. So if you're like really
That's the one that like was half baked or not finished.
Dragon Age 2 was
Okay.
They kind of like
yeah.
rushed it because they were like, well, we got to get this out, so let's recycle a lot of areas.
And they wanted to have a different name, but they're like, no, put 2 on it.
Yeah.
People will know that they can buy it then.
Yes, yeah. So Inquisition, they took their time with. It won Game of the Year that year and stuff. And
It was a fun game. I had a really good time playing it.
yeah.
Mortal Kombat's next 6 DLC characters may have just been leaked, and we got 3.
Wait, what was the news with Dragon Age?
Oh, that.
this $10. Okay, that was it. Okay.
That was just a heads up for anybody who wants to play the games.
Get it?
Mortal Kombat's next 6 DLC characters are apparently leaked.
Yeah.
We got 3 that are like crossovers, and then 3 returning.
I have one that I really disagree with.
that you don't think is coming, or
that shouldn't be in the fucking game. Ghostface from Scream should
dumb.
not be a Mortal Kombat character.
Yeah.
Nope.
Those Scream movies suck.
The new ones?
like
Hot take. I've watched the first 3 for the first time recently, and it just seems like someone tried to make Scary Movie but less funny. Like, it's not scary, it's not interesting, it's pulpy schlock, and it doesn't work for me.
I mean, it was
supposed to be satire.
It was definitely a product of its time.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think that's why I like it.
It's like watching Walk Hard before watching Walk the Line, that whatever the Johnny Cash movie is.
Mm-hmm.
You can't take it seriously anymore because someone already like pointed out what you did and how, I don't know. I guess the satire just doesn't work on me.
It was satire, but it was a serious satire that you either got it or you didn't. And even if you got it, doesn't matter if you got it or you didn't. It wasn't. I didn't like it at the time, and I still don't like it. I think I actually rewatched Scream 1 on HBO just recently, and it's like,
David Arquette is a god, though. I will say that. He is hilarious.
I really like the first one. I don't really care too much for the second and third.
I would Matthew Lillard, they killed him off too early.
Yeah, they did.
And any movie he dies, he got killed off too early because he is also a treasure.
Feeling a little woozy, man.
He's in Scream 2.
The ending part was like my favorite part of that.
There's allegedly an R-rated cut of Scooby-Doo 2 that James Gunn wrote that's got like a lot more adult humor with all the actors. And
He did direct that movie, didn't he?
He didn't direct it, he wrote it.
Oh, he wrote it. Okay.
And I would love so much to see an R-rated cut of Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Jinkies.
Motherfucking
Yeah,
Jinkies.
Ghostface. Who else we got?
We have T-1000 from Terminator. Excellent choice.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Conan the Barbarian.
Now, what's weird to me is that we have two Arnold Schwarzenegger characters. Because the T-1000 is not the cop Terminator, right?
Yeah.
That's the... Wait.
Yeah, the T-800 was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, so it's the cop
T-1000,
Terminator.
yeah, so it's Richard Patrick.
Okay, so there'll be some clever dialogue
That's
between
why I was-
Conan and
Yeah.
T-1000.
Yeah, it's good.
Who are you?
Wait, if you are you and I am me.
Come with me if you want to die.
And then returning characters, we got Cryax.
Cyrax.
Dude, I'm gonna butcher this.
Just
next one, too.
Cyrax.
Sector.
Yeah.
I was totally gonna get that right.
See, they were the Lin Kuei, and they were the Lin Kuei at one point of the Mortal Kombat lore turned into cybernetic ninjas.
They used to be in Sub-Zero's clan.
Yep. Then they broke off.
That's so sad for Sub-Zero. Does he not have any friends anymore?
Well,
No,
which Sub-Zero are you talking about?
Yeah, I
because
was gonna
there's
say,
a few different Sub-Zeros.
There were, I think by Mortal Kombat 3, there were like 2 Sub-Zeros. There was like, one of the Sub-Zeros actually broke off from the Lin Kuei because the rest of his clan like became cybernetic ninjas, I think, or something.
Go to our Mortal Kombat lore episode for more shenanigans.
Yeah.
And then Noob Sabat.
Noob Saibot.
Noob Saibot.
Which is Tobias and Boone backwards, the two creators.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
he
cool.
was like a joke character, I think, in 2 or 3, and then they just kind of kept him. It was
Toasty.
like Ermac. Ermac was another one. That was like an April Fool's joke from...
Well, because it was like Error Mac or something. Like it was like an error code, and
Yeah.
people saw it in there, and they're like, "This is a real character."
Yeah. Yeah, because it was in the arcade code.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the guys at Mortal Kombat were like, all right, let's go lean in on this.
Yeah, they're good. I like the way that they've always been very self-referential and aware of the community's absurdities.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I agree though. Ghostface is weird.
That's weird.
It just doesn't fit to me.
Is there a new Scream or something coming out, or like a TV series?
A new one came out last year, didn't it?
There's a Scream 7 coming, but the main actress said "Free Palestine," and they since have deleted her from existence.
Which
boy.
main actress?
The not Jenna Ortega, and
Sydney from the first one?
no, it's like the new actress though.
Oh,
She's like the new main one, and so she's out. So they had to pay Nev Campbell a shitload to come back.
hell yeah! There you go, Nev.
Who people that can just ride one franchise for the rest of their life?
Well,
Vin Diesel.
And if this is like the 5th,
Although
or
Riddick is allegedly coming back,
really?
also like
I think.
Sydney's life sucks because how many times is the same killer going to try and kill this poor woman?
As long as the studio needs to make money.
Yeah.
Like after the 4th time, you got to be like, all right, it's
like the
shaving
CJ.
my head, changing my name, moving to Australia.
Like the
don't-
San
just
Andreas
gotta
meme.
do
Ah,
something.
shit, here we go again.
I gotta go back. I gotta go back to the town.
Well, that was like the Halloween movies. They kept bringing back Jamie Lee Curtis. It's like, God, leave this woman alone.
When Busta Rhymes and Michael Myers have a fight, everything is forgiven, all sins are washed away.
That movie was terrible.
What is this, some sort of Halloween? I forget what he says, but something stupid.
It's probably something like that.
I think that was the line. Ugh.
Buster Rhymes versus Michael Myers will go down in cinema history as the greatest fight ever.
He should have been like, trick or treat, motherfucker, and just punched him in the face.
That might be his literal line.
I can't remember if he says trick or treat.
I'm going to have to Google this.
We'll get into some video game trailers. I got a bunch of other news, but it's not as important.
No, we have a lot to talk about.
Summer Game Fest happened.
It did happen.
And I forgot that happened earlier this month. So
yeah, Jeff Keighley, the belle of the ball once again.
When you told me that we needed a topic for the Dogcast, I was like, fuck, it's the end of June already?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Time flies.
I was a week off. So we got Lego Horizon Adventures coming to PS5, Switch, and PC this holiday season. If it says Lego in front of it, I'm just at a point in my life where I don't care.
I'm at a point where I'm like, this is cute for some kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
You watch Daddy play that, Dad or Mom play that robot dinosaur game. And then, then it's like, okay, all right, is that in kid Lego form? Like, there you go.
This is just weird to me. Horizon is a video game. I understand Lego Star Wars. It's a film franchise. You have a ton of references you can make. That's good for that. Mm-hmm. They should have done like Lego Jurassic Park series or Lego. They've already done Lego Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Lego Star Wars. Didn't they do? They did Lego Harry Potter.
They've done Lego everything. They're just
Lego Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
like Lego
Which
Back
was
to the
fun.
Future could be fun.
That could be fun. Yeah.
But yeah, eventually you're gonna just do Lego Halloween. Do the whole series of Lego Halloween. I'm so in, but they couldn't do that.
I would love to do that though.
Yeah,
That would actually be fun.
Yeah.
Lego Friday the 13th, like Legos having sex, and then he smashes them and they break into little pieces. I'm all about that.
Yeah. Sign me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird that you're doing a Horizon adventure. Like, it's a game. I agree with you. It's not a different piece of media that you're adapting. No more Room in Hell 2. After 13 years, an 8-player co-op zombie shooter with permadeath coming in 2025.
This looks cool.
I like permadeath. I like that a lot.
It's got like a massively replayable map.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. But permadeath is...
I don't know how I feel about that ever.
It just happened.
It's like real life.
Yeah, I guess.
It just happened to me in The Last of Us Part 2, like 5 months ago whenever I was playing it last. I got killed and I had permadeath on because I was really going for it and I was doing grounded.
Because you probably get some dope ass unlockable when you beat it that way.
I don't know. I just wanted to.
You got a bandana.
I wanted to do it for myself.
If you beat Baldur's Gate 3 Deathless, like honor mode, you get like a gold die. And
really?
I'd really like that, but I also don't have 40 hours to risk a permadeath run.
Yeah.
Because I fuck up.
Harry Potter Quidditch Champions reveal trailer. I didn't see this trailer. I don't know how I missed this.
I think it was a cinematic. I don't think they showed any
then I
gameplay.
probably-
No gameplay.
Yeah.
This just... I'm so over everything Harry Potter related at this point. After J.K. Rowling, they need to... Allegedly, Warner Brothers is trying to buy the franchise off of her. And if they can get her to like fuck off and make an agreement that she's not allowed to talk about Harry Potter anymore, and then they just, all right, we're in charge of the franchise, then I'll be maybe willing to go back in. But right now, she is just I don't want her getting money from me.
Yeah.
And I know the new Harry Potter game is supposed to be really good. But
Legacy was fun. It just
I was
gets
gonna say, you never
incredibly
played-
redundant.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, I got bored with it about halfway through once I started doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I was like trying to map clear and get all the collectibles, and then at a certain point, I was like, "Yeah, I just gotta finish the story. I gotta get out of here."
It's valiant for Warner Brothers to do that because, at some point there is still love in the universe, but obviously J.K. Rowling is the one big sticking point, and I don't think she's going to budge. It's either that or she's going to ask for too much money.
I think that
She's
from
gonna
what
want
I
that
heard,
Lucas
the
money.
negotiations have happened.
Okay.
Like they're happening anyways. And I think she's open to it because I don't know.
Give her a cut of the merchandising like George Lucas?
Yeah, she's gonna get that Lucas money.
Yeah.
I love George Lucas.
It's better for both sides because then she can move on.
She can get back to her trans hating on Twitter.
Yeah.
And not have to be bogged down by Harry Potter questions.
Mm-hmm.
What would she do if she didn't write Harry Potter? Because I don't think
She wrote another book
No, she
after
didn't.
that. No, she ghost wrote it with a different name.
I don't believe that.
Either way,
I mean, she might as well just start a new name.
fuck her.
This is the new magic book by K.J. Powling.
Yeah.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to be related to someone named J.K. Rowling? No, never.
Yeah, that's going to come out September 3rd, 2024 on Xbox. It's weird that it's coming out September 3rd.
Not on Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch.
September.
Day one with PlayStation Plus. So they're
Not on Xbox?
I thought they weren't going to be doing that day one releases on.
Oh no, it's coming on Xbox as well. You're right.
Oh, okay.
But day one PlayStation Plus.
That's cool for PlayStation Spartacus, but it's weird to not have a gameplay trailer for a game that's supposed to come out in September.
Yeah,
I don't know if
It doesn't look good. So
Yeah.
That's warning. That's warning. Red flag.
I mean, it's what
Gaming
people
red flag.
wanted, but I mean, here you go. It's something.
they already
old
made a Quidditch
Quidditch
game
game-
for the GameCube.
Yeah.
That shit was so dope. I love the fuck out of that game.
Yeah.
I would definitely play it for 20 minutes again, but I don't think I'd buy one.
That was fun.
Star Wars Outlaws teaser and gameplay later at Ubisoft Forward. Experience the first ever open world Star Wars game set between the events of The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Explore distinct planets across the galaxy, both iconic and new. And you play as K-Vess.
Yeah.
So this is the one that they said the map was supposed to be like 5 times larger than Odyssey or some crazy shit, right?
Which just like that's an empty comment to me. It doesn't say the depth, like it doesn't say what you'll find. It could just be a vast open map where you just drive your speeder bike. Starfield is pretty big.
I was going to say
it's fuck ton to do in there.
Yeah. Having a big map tells me nothing, means nothing. It just basically means like, yeah, most of it is empty with nothing in it.
Over 2,000 unique quests with dialogue. Like that's something I can grasp.
Yeah, tell me that.
You got to fill the world with content, but even then, if you're just trying to make the biggest world possible, and then you want to make it feel lived in.
Yeah.
You're gonna have we're gonna have repeating fetch quests. Like, what is the formula you're gonna use to populate this world that I haven't seen already?
The Jabba the Hutt's in the trailer, and I was like, I like that guy.
Oh, you got to pay $100 if you want that mission.
Probably.
Yeah, it's literally in the deluxe edition. Like the $100 deluxe edition gets you access to the Jabba the Hutt missions.
Fuck, man. EA.
Yep,
That's
that's Ubisoft.
Oh,
Ubisoft.
Fuck, man. Ubisoft.
Ubisoft, yeah.
Ubi.
That can suck my whole ass.
It's actually Ubisoft, right? Ubi.
I thought it was Ubi. Ubisoft, whatever.
Ubi.
Anyway, fuck them. I want to buy this game, but fuck you, God.
I'll wait till it's on sale for $20 before Outlaws 2 comes out.
Or get Ubisoft Plus or whatever the hell their service is.
Plus, they got like a new Star Wars show that I haven't heard a single person talk about right now.
It's been no one likes it. I can tell you that much.
You know what my problem with Star Wars is the fact that like
Not enough Ewoks. You've always said that to me.
I know, yeah, it's been my major sticking
Yeah.
point.
What happened to Jub Jub?
They don't they don't do anything like crazy. They don't do anything that makes me think, oh shit, you really took a risk there on that character, or you made some mildly adult content. That's always like towing this family friendly line, and I think that's why I kind of dislike it.
I think Last Jedi was the last one that took any risks, which I liked. A lot of people didn't. But to have controversial things happen and unexpected things.
I did
like
get
that.
into a long conversation with why Empire Strikes Back was arguably the best Star Wars movie in existence, like with my wife, because she's like, explain this to me. And I was like, well, technically the bad guys win, and that was that was unheard of at the time when like everybody loved their heroes and blah, blah, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, okay. All right. I was like, I should probably stop talking. But, yeah, you're right. They're not taking any risks. They're just kind of playing it safe. They're using safe storytelling. They're not. I don't know. It's just I like character stories, and they're not telling a lot of good character stories.
Just give me more Jedi Survivor.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yep.
just inject it directly into my vein.
and that's why I'm kind of excited for
Cal
Outlaws because it
Kestis.
looks like they're out there to tell a really good story, and really good characters. And
This is a game that I won't play until it's on sale, maybe.
okay, all right.
No,
Yeah.
I'm hopeful. I hope it's great. But like, there's just so many games right now, and I can't take a risk on an open world Star Wars. $100 for Jabba.
Thankfully, I think they said it's not going to be like a 90 or like 100 hour campaign. I think it's going to be like you can finish it in 30 hours. plus or minus.
We'll see.
We'll see, especially with how big the world is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll end up playing it and then getting sidetracked by map clearing, and then I'll probably never finish it. Speaking of
All
games,
these icons. Need to get rid of all these icons on my map.
God damn, where's that last treasure chest? I can't live my life.
I still can't get over the fact that I'd missed one feather in Assassin's Creed 2, and I still think about it to this day.
dude,
Couldn't find that one last fucking feather.
You could boot that save up real quick, I'm sure, on your, like, it was
On
at
my
Xbox?
PS3. On my PS3, yeah.
Because with Xbox, I can boot up an old 360 save from Oblivion, and it just, all of my saves have just transferred forward. It really boggles my mind.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's the cloud,
I don't know
baby.
if I don't know if you could with the PS3, but maybe you could go find that feather and finally sleep again.
I feel your pain. Only mine is an Odin Raven, so
I'll have to try that.
Yeah.
I'll have to try that.
Those Odin Ravens, I'm like, I'll get what I can, and I am not going back.
Yeah.
yeah. So Star Wars Outlaws, August 30th. Might play it. Speaking of a game, I'm gonna play a whole bunch, an insane amount.
No!
Civilization 7 got a cinematic trailer, no gameplay or anything
you
like that.
fucking nerd.
I'm so excited. I fucking love Civilization.
Oh, good for you. I'm happy for you.
I'm honestly kind of disappointed in it lately.
I really liked 6. 6 was
I
really
meant
good.
I meant like the real world.
Oh, yes.
the real world Civilization.
Yeah.
We don't need more of them. There's already we're down. We're
Well,
going
that's
down.
why you have this game, because you could actually make your own, ideal civilization.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the people you don't like, you could just get rid of. Well,
That sounds really bad.
I was going to say, scratch that. You can edit that out. You can edit that out, right?
Play it twice. Okay. I got
Louder
the note.
this
Yeah.
time.
That's coming 2025. Next up, we got Neva.
Neva. I don't know.
Well, no,
know.
they pronounced it two different names in the reveal. I remember.
So I didn't put down every single trailer from Summer Game Fest or the Nintendo Direct, but I had to call out this one from the creators of Gris, which is a great game. Gris. Fucking, it just looks like someone took Ori and Hollow Knight, and they're like, let's just make the most beautiful, sad platformer with combat ever. This game will be hot for speedrunners. This game will be beautiful. It'll probably be an Indie Games Month game. It looks really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I replay Gris multiple times ever since it came out, and I love the developer. I love the atmosphere. I love the music of the game. So I'm excited for it.
Me too. Yeah, that's 2024. It's coming to Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. You're probably excited for this next game.
Batman Arkham Shadow.
Yes. No, I don't have a. What is this? Exclusive to Quest 3?
Meta Quest.
Yeah.
3.
Meta Quest 3. Yeah.
How about fuck you, whoever made that decision?
Right.
Some of us like Batman.
Well, the Batman Arkham VR for the PSVR was actually pretty good, even though it was like a short little experience. Like it was pretty good.
If I saw Man Bat in VR pop over the edge of the building and scare the shit out of me, I'd go into cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
When there's a spot in that game where you're looking at a mirror, so you're just looking at yourself as Batman.
And
And,
then
I just danced in the mirror for a while, and it was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it was.
And then I think
it was,
the lights turned off, and then it turned you into the Joker or something like that. And then
It was really weird though, because you have a flashback scene of your parents getting killed, and they put your VR headset like you're a 2.5 foot kid. It's just super weird, feeling like that short.
Why do we always got to show the parents dying too in Batman?
yeah, get over it.
I mean, I know it's like
Spoiler warning: I didn't know Batman's parents died in every single movie they've ever made that they showed it.
Yeah, and there's like by
Damn,
3 different people. I
Yeah,
think.
they're
Like,
always
Snyder's
mixing it
like,
up.
let's do it slow motion harder.
yeah. Don't forget to drop the pearls in slow motion too.
Do it.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan plays Thomas Wayne in that. I'm pretty sure.
He's in The Boys now.
He is, and I'm gonna try real hard not to talk about the boys now that you brought it up.
Deal.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's coming to MetaQuest 3. This is I think a prequel.
Set 2 years after Origins, and you're
Yep.
gonna experience the origins of Scarecrow and Harley Quinn and some other cats.
And the
And
Rat,
the Rat King.
the Rat King. Do you know
What
what?
other villains do we got? I don't know. We got a Rat King.
Yeah.
Print it.
Do you know what a Rat King is? I found out like not too long ago doing research for something.
Crispin Glover.
Yes, he is a Rat King. A Rat King is a big rat that you force to fight other rats, and then it gains a taste for killing rats, and then you release the Rat King to go kill rats.
Okay, so this is going to be a criminal that's killing other criminals, and Batman has to try and protect the criminals, thus creating origin stories for these criminals.
I think you're giving way too much depth to a VR.
But that
game
makes
that's probably
sense, though.
What's that?
That makes sense, though.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy when you just wrote a better character than whatever Rat King is in this game.
So the Suicide Squad is a bust. Can we make another Batman?
And we got to make it real quick.
Make it quick.
Oh, I can't believe I finished
Can
that
we
game.
make the Joker more fuckboy in the next one?
Okay, we have to take a quick momentary break because Stoy said he beat the Suicide Squad, and I need to know about this.
Is there a section where we talk about the games we play? Because, I mean, I could talk about it.
We can't hold off. I cannot wait. We need to know about Suicide Squad right away.
I've been hate watching people play this on YouTube.
It looks like the movement is fun.
No, the gameplay itself is fun. And the nice thing is that you could turn off all the flashy lights that any looter shooter gives you. Yeah. You know, like the hit points and then the little like sparkly things that pop up when you defeat enemies.
Open a treasure chest. And
Yeah.
It's like an orgy at a casino.
Thankfully, you could turn off all that because it's like that got really annoying. I was like, can you turn off all these things? So I was really happy for the accessibility options there. But when you beat a game, and I'm going to spoil it, I don't give a shit. When you beat the game, you go to beat Brainiac, right? And it's like, hey, great. All right, we beat Brainiac. But hey, this isn't the only Brainiac you have to beat. You have to beat 9 other Brainiacs in 9 other universes.
Ooh, that's great.
In order for you to get the real ending, you have to beat the same exact boss 9 times, 9 more times.
Now-
and then you'll get the real ending.
Now, Stoy,
But
did you do this, Stoy?
no, I did not, because you can't. Because they're releasing 2 Brainiacs every season up until they're done.
They're done now. Are they still doing more seasons?
I
or-
think they said they're going to finish out that,
Ugh.
and then that's it.
Well, yeah, I guess I got to honor the 200 people that are playing the game.
Yeah,
I can't believe we got one of them on the show. This is great stuff.
Yeah, it was like I was trying to find little nuggets of like, hey, this is good. Like, obviously, killing the Justice League kind of sucked, especially when I think what jarred a lot of people, especially me, is the way Batman went down. You know, it was like
I saw the video, and that is. But I also hear that they might be undoing that with some of the.
Well, they have different universes, so they have an escape rope.
Yeah,
anytime
because
they need it.
Yeah, because at one point, obviously, you cross planes into a different universe, and I hate multiverses in any genre, just because it gets the story can get so muddled and
It's
like
very tired now too.
yeah, especially with having beaten Rebirth. And just oh my god. Anyway, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
But like all of a sudden you go into this other universe and you pull Lex Luthor because Lex Luthor dies in your universe. But
Is
then
this
you go,
Jesse Eisenberg's?
No,
That's a shame.
no, it's
If we could fight Jesse Eisenberg in that game, it would be fun.
yeah. Well, with this Lex Luthor in your universe was pretty jacked, and this one looks like he looks like a homeless dude, but his universe was destroyed. So you pull him back into your universe, and then obviously
So you're saying you love the game?
No. The gameplay was fun, but the story like literally made no sense, and which was kind of shocking because it's the Rocksteady guys. But
it's them forced to be probably out of their element a little bit.
and you could totally tell like when they prioritize gameplay over good storytelling. Because after I beat the game, I went and replayed Arkham City.
And you had to do like a palate cleanse.
Yeah, I had to cleanse my palate, and just like, okay, this is so you could totally tell the difference, like how like obviously they prioritized like just the combat and just the repeating like, hey, go clear this area of monsters, hey, go do these quests, and with no story connotations whatsoever. No lore building, no, you're in this giant city metropolis with like literally nothing in it. Like no one's telling you stories. Occasionally you get like Batman chirping in your headset, like the Suicide Squad must be stopped. You hear that repeating line over and over again, and it's like,
Condolences.
yeah.
What did you think of the Joker, though?
Oh my god.
When I saw the character design for him, I laughed
Oh my god.
very hard. And
I don't think his voice actor even got any context. Like, what kind of Joker do you want me to play? I don't know. Just make it up.
Still better than Jared Leto's.
Yeah,
That
I will agree.
I don't.
It's worse than Jared Leto's.
It really is.
I just
It
hate
really
Jared
is.
Leto.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm not a fan of Jared Leto either. But at least I don't know.
I will refuse to watch movies he's in. I hate him so much.
I've gotten to that point too, and you know what?
Well, it's because he targets underage girls.
Is that what it
at
is?
his shows.
Is he the guy that has his own island?
Allegedly.
Yeah, he has his own island that he invites like a bunch of women to, and he holds in private
I
concerts.
had a friend in college, and she's like, "Yeah, he used to message me when I was underage."
Really?
Yeah, but
I have a friend
now
who
it's
did
like I want to see the new Tron, but I'm also not going to see the new Tron.
I'm glad I watched Blade Runner 2049 before I hated him then.
Good for you.
Yeah. All right. Well, fuck Jared Leto then. Street Fighter 6.
Yeah,
Thanks for making me relive all that.
You're welcome.
man, we just bummed you out so hard.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 6 Season 2 is coming. Getting a Fatal Fury crossover with Terry and Mai joining the fight. Also, M. Bison. What about M. Bison?
He's back,
He's back.
and Elena. You've been
I
playing
like
Street
M.
Fighter
Bison.
6?
I did when it first came out. I even bought like one of those like 6-pad Hori controllers.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Man, playing like don't play Street Fighter with a standard controller. Don't. Get yourself a 6-button controller. One of those. I mean, it sucks because
Like
it's corded. No, I got an
actually like a
actual controller.
handheld
Yeah,
one. Okay.
yeah, and it's like got the 6 buttons. You know, like laid out like that, and the D-pad is super clicky.
Okay.
And very responsive, and just it makes the gameplay so much better.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
They announced some new Street Fighter characters though.
yeah, I think wasn't Balrog in there too?
I didn't see that.
You can fight a Balrog?
Balrog
Yeah,
from Lord of the Rings.
What the fuck?
Introducing Balrog.
or is it Barlog? Am I getting it wrong? Who's
No, it's
who
Balrog.
is it Balrog?
Is the
Okay.
boxer
Barlog is the guy, the God of War guy, right?
Cody Barlog?
Cody Barlog.
Yeah. There we go. We're all
It's hard to, those two kind of the same. So it's hard for me to discern the two.
So the next, did you guys see the Blumhouse trailer from Summer Game Fest?
No,
What,
but
the 5 games in one? The 5 different games, yeah.
It looks fucking awesome. Now, it's so weird that Blumhouse is like, and now we're a games publisher, but some of those games look sick. One of them is done in the style of like a PS1 horror game.
That one I'm hyped about.
There's one where you play as like you're a detective trying to solve a murder, and for some reason you have to like go and do a game to try and solve it, and you're like using developer like God mode to like move things around, and something goes wrong in the game. I'm like, oh God, put it in my veins. Like, yeah, Blumhouse announced what looks like 5 or 6 interesting games.
I like this. They make good horror movies. Sinister was fantastic. Like, way to go. I'm down with it.
Yeah, there's one called Grave Seasons, which looks kind of like an 8-bit like farming horror game.
Yeah, that was weird. Where it was like a farming simulator, but you're doing it in the dark, and there's zombies and monsters in the woods.
Sign me up.
Looks good. It looks exciting.
I mean, that could be a farming simulator I could play.
Yeah. A harming simulator.
I get it. Get it? Harm. Because you're being harmed.
Yeah, because of the zombies.
Because zombies.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's play on the word farm.
That's
We'll explain it later.
Okay, all right. I'll write it down for you.
so confused. Power Rangers Rita's Rewind. 5-player beat.
Dude, I'm excited for this one, man. I don't know.
If it's just a classic 5-player beat 'em up, that's all you got to do.
Yeah.
In fact, just don't try anything fancy. Just do it really straightforward, and you'll be fine.
I'd love to play a Power Rangers game.
And they got a lot of the old voice actors, a lot of the old actors that think
Hell
the
yeah.
voice to
Oh,
do the
really?
voices for the characters.
I like that.
Because I mean that was the
Amy Jo Johnson. What's up?
yeah the best pink Power Ranger ever.
My first crush, maybe. That or Kelly Kapowski.
Oh, yeah, probably Kelly Kapowski for me.
It was Kelly Kapowski for me. Yeah. I never knew that the yellow Power Ranger died.
Yeah, Trini died
Trini
a while
died,
ago.
yeah. I didn't realize that.
Alan Wake 2 Night Springs DLC is out. It's the first expansion for Alan Wake 2. It brings 3 new episodes featuring some familiar characters as they experience the unexplainable. Become the time breaker, manipulating time to rewrite your destiny. Fucking shit. I'm going to do that again.
You can.
The Quantum Break guy, right?
I'm refusing to take it out, though.
Then we'll do it live. I haven't played Alan Wake 2 yet. It's been constantly put off by Baldur's Gate 3, and it's now subsequently going to be bumped down by Shadow of the Erdtree. But it pisses me off because I want to play it.
I pre-ordered the physical edition because they announced physical copies of it. So I finally pre-ordered it because I was not a fan of their whole like, oh, we're just going to release it digitally.
Yeah.
And well, I wanted to get Baldur's Gate 3 physically, but it's like I can't wait 3 more months to play this game.
I just got mine last month.
Yeah,
I pre-ordered it in not February, November.
I do want to play Alan Wake 2. I own Alan Wake 2. I own Spider-Man 2. And I'm playing Shadow of the Erdtree for the next 5 months. And I'm not touching another fucking game other than probably Balatro in a car. Sorry. I'm just like, man.
No, you likes what you likes.
I should just quit podcasting and just play Shadow of the Erdtree all the time.
Or you know what you could do? Like you could make a subsection of your podcast where all you talk about is Elden Ring. Like make
a whole series?
Make special episodes. Like release it like maybe every
That's
other
a good
week.
idea.
Yeah.
We can call it Elden Dogs.
That's a
Elden
good
Tree. What
idea.
about
That's
Elden-
a good name. Yeah.
Elden Trees. Because it's all about big
And then
trees.
give the people in your podcast like special names. It'd be kind of cool.
You ever listen to one of them?
Yeah. I don't know what's going on, but
Thanks for checking it out.
yeah.
Skate World Premiere trailer. They're still working on it. Pre-alpha.
They had is it Tim Robinson?
Tim Robinson, yeah.
They had a whole trailer where it's just like a workplace that's in disasters, and
Yeah.
they acknowledge like, yes, it's taking a really long time. We're still working on it.
Yeah. I'm ready for another skate game. This is supposed to be the last skate game to end all skate games because it's going to be free, but that just means you're going to have to pay for that cool panda board that you want,
Freemium.
or the girl t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says pre-alpha on the trailer. I do appreciate their
Leaning into
self-aware.
it. Yeah. I miss skate. I'm going to play this because it's free. Like I'm already signed me up.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do want to sign up to play it, console play testing this fall. Sign up now. Dune Awakening, MMO open world survival in the Duneverse. We got a story trailer for that.
I don't know if people say Duneverse, but I thought I might copyright it if they haven't.
Well, you heard it here first.
Duneverse.
Yeah, that rolled off the tongue nicely, which is something that I don't say often.
Yeah.
Speaking's hard. You wrote Kingdom Come Deliverance here, and that's a game that I've owned for a long time.
Okay.
The second one.
And I like to pronounce it
They're doing
wrong.
a sequel?
Yeah, this
How
is
the
that
fuck
was
did
a
I miss
sequel.
that?
Really?
Yeah. It's actually pronounced Kingdom Come Deliverance.
That's what I said.
No, Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Oh,
Not Kingdom Come.
They put the
Deliverance.
ellipses at the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. The semicolon goes after Kingdom, and then it's just called Come Deliverance, too.
Oh, that makes sense.
I think so. I don't know.
It took me a long time to figure that out. So because I always say Kingdom Come Deliverance.
I guess there was a trailer for the sequul. I don't know. I don't
It
know.
looks good because I think it's got little blends of like old school crime, like a little bit of Monty Python style, like in British humor. Like it looks like they're kind of not taking themselves seriously, even though there's a lot of bad shit happening.
The first one was a lot of fun. Once you get good at the combat and you start like fighting multiple people at once, you feel like a god.
Yes. Yeah.
'Cause
And it takes a long time to get good
my-
at the combat.
That and just finding a usable weapon that's better than the fucking first sword you get is such a pain in the ass.
Hopefully they rectify this for the sequel.
I hope so.
Yeah. Slitterhead.
Slitterhead.
I almost said Shitterhead. I was that close.
Not a worse title.
One of the from Silent Hill creator.
Keiichiro Toyama. I don't know. This trailer looked wonky to me.
Yeah.
When you want it to be good because it says a game you know and a creator you like, and I don't know. The combat looked kind of bad.
Yeah, and the whole like sending your consciousness from one body to another just to climb up a wall. It's just weird to me in the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll have to convince me.
Yeah.
It's a bad name for a game too. Slitterhead. Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Yeah, because it sounds similar to Slender Man to me. Like when I
Yeah,
hear
it
Slitterhead, that's what I think of, and it's nowhere near that.
No.
I thought of Slipknot. That was the first thing that popped in my head. Speaking of Slipknot, Killer Bean.
Killer Bean.
Killer Bean.
This trailer fucks, dude.
Yeah.
First person, third person open world roguelike shooter plays Killer Bean in his journey to take down the powerful Shadow Agency. Every replay of a new campaign will be different.
It looks fucking cool, man.
Dude, a good roguelike, sign me up.
Everyone's trying to be
I
like
love
Hades. Not a bad thing, but yeah.
And you play as a bean.
It sounds dope.
He's like, I was an assassin. And it shows him jump out of a window, look back, and shoot somebody.
I really want to know how much of that was gameplay, because if that was all gameplay, like literally, sign me up.
Killer Bean. He
Yeah.
might be my new favorite video game character.
Yep.
And then we got Phantom Blade Zero.
This is the final trailer.
A new action RPG featuring deep and dark art style, fast-paced combat, and a fictitious world blending Chinese martial arts and steampunk.
I think that's one of those games where I really think I'm too old and too decrepit to play that game. That game
Yeah?
looks way too fast.
This is a
way too fast,
This
and
is
I'm
a
like, my old man fingers can't play that game.
This is a sequel, right? Because I have Phantom Blade. Or is it another one in the universe?
I don't.
I didn't know there was a.
I think this is a new one.
Is it okay?
I don't know. It looks good. This trailer looked amazing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like the art style. In a world where there's 1,000 different fucking action RPGs,
How do you really set yourself apart?
this looks great.
Yeah.
The bosses look fun and scary. The voice acting was good. I don't know. All of this makes me want to play it, and on PS5 and Windows.
I think I remember reading, if this is the game I think it is, the studio went defunct recently, which is I must be getting
You're
this confused
getting
with a different
wires
game.
crossed. But yeah, Phantom Blade Zero. I'm excited for
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I'm in. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah. And that was Summer Game Fest. There's other things in Summer Game Fest as well. There's the Xbox Showcase and Ubisoft Forward, as well as some other things.
Oh, that all you need to talk about with the Ubisoft Forward was Star Wars Outlaws and one little picture of a candle and Prince of Persia Remake 2026.
And Assassin's Creed,
Oh yeah, it showed that. Yeah,
which the game looks fine.
yeah, it does.
But
But I love the controversy of the Black Samurai in there.
I want to play as a white male only.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're making me play as women and black dudes. Come on.
Yeah,
I mean,
right. And you know what? Like, if you want a black assassin, then why don't you make an Assassin's Creed that's taking place in Africa?
At least you didn't say Harlem.
No, I saw a tweet series like that after they announced the first
That's
trailer,
so
where like
bad.
someone said that in a tweet, and then a comment was like, "Yeah, Assassin's Creed Origins," and the guy doubled down. He's like, "No, I said Africa. That's in Egypt." And I was like, and it's like, bro, look at a map.
In his defense, at one time I did forget Egypt was in Africa.
But in your defense,
continent.
you forgot. You didn't know.
Yeah, you had a momentary lapse. We don't have record of it on the internet. Well, now we do.
Look what you did.
Now we do.
Your
Yeah.
grandkids are going to know didn't know Egypt was in Africa. Because they're
Well,
going to
that's
listen
okay.
to this. Hi, Tyler's grandkids.
Hi, Tyler's grandkids.
I hope the future's cool.
Joke's on you guys, I had a vasectomy.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Just a quick Spartacus update. Game Pass. We got a bunch of things added in June. I'm not even going to read them. We have too many games to talk about. Coming in July, though, Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn, Dungeons of Hinterberg, Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess, and Frostpunk 2. Those are words.
Frostpunk's supposed to be cool.
We'll see.
I have a friend who plays Frostpunk.
Only one bit of news before the game showcase. Xbox Game Pass has been added to Fire TV devices, offering another way to deliver Xbox Cloud gaming. You don't need an Xbox to play Game Pass. Get a Fire TV thing, and you can get Game Pass on there, which is really weird to me.
Yeah.
Can't you do it on Samsung TVs too?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I haven't tried it.
I know one other TV manufacturer like has Game Pass on there.
It's not LG.
And also, Xbox is allegedly working on a Halo remaster because we can't make good new games. We're going to remaster the first one again, but they're considering a PS5 release for it, which is
That'd be cool.
Which would be
That would end Xbox.
no, not if it's only remasters. It's got to be the new exclusives.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah,
Plus,
yeah.
Xbox just wants money too. Microsoft likes
They
money.
just remaster Halo?
They did Halos
Combat
2 and 3, and
yeah, they did the first one. They did 1, 2, and 3.
but the
it's
first
just
one was a while ago, 10 years.
Yeah, that's been a while ago.
And I mean, if it's according to Last of Us rules, they can do another remaster every 2 years.
Then you have to call it a remaster.
Yeah, remaster
Game of the Year
remastered.
edition.
Remastered.
Xbox Shame's Go Case. The Xbox Games Showcase was on June 9th, showing off many new titles, console variants. It has been rated as the best Xbox Showcase ever.
Interesting.
I did write down every single game for this, but we'll go fast over a couple. But the first thing we got, Black Ops 6 reveal trailer. This is coming October 25th as well to the PlayStation.
I'm going to play it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to play it.
Game Pass launch day.
Treyarch, I think, makes the Infinity Ward used to make the best campaigns, but now I think Treyarch has really taken on that mantle.
And I think Treyarch was always better with the multiplayer aspect of it. I really like Treyarch. Like they had World at War, the first Black Ops, where you had to use like the money to like get your shit, which I liked.
They were the first ones to do zombies.
Yeah, that's true.
And the movement actually intrigues me. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the movement looks super smooth now. How you can sprint sideways more effectively, and then the new like jumping and turning rather than looking like all wonky and shit in the air. It looks like you're actually going to be able to do like full 360 degrees prone, which is just going to piss me off when some fucking little kid is running away from me and jumps.
Does
and
a literal 360 no scope on your ass.
Yeah, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah,
I'm going to play this though.
And this is the first time that a Call of Duty debuted on Xbox's stage since the 360.
There's probably Modern Warfare 2.
So
Black Ops.
The next trailer fucks pretty hard. Doom: The Dark Ages.
Yeah.
One of the guns is a grinder. You put a skull in it.
I know.
And then it grinds it into pieces, and you shoot the pieces of the skull as projectiles. Who the fuck comes up with this shit?
And like one, they put the skull in there. It's like, what's happening? And then,
Yeah.
and then another skull gets put in there for more ammo. I'm like, what the
hell?
Also, you have a chainsaw shield that magnetically attaches to his arm, and then spikes pop out. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then it starts chainsawing, and he fucking throws it.
Like Captain America, yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in.
Throwable chainsaw shield. It's mostly looks like it's kind of set. It's meant to look like more medieval Army of Darkness ish. There is some modern like future sci-fi stuff I've seen as well. I think the Doomslayer does look a little weird with a big old cape,
ponytail, yeah,
with a cape on him.
Yeah,
ponytail.
I feel like it's ponytail, yeah.
But
he rides a dragon. You can ride a dragon.
He's in a mech suit at one point as well. Yeah, that flying sequence looks a little odd.
Yeah. I mean, whatever.
I love a good Doom game.
Yep.
And hopefully this is a good Doom game. And hopefully they don't fuck it up like Doom Eternal.
The jump and shoot fest.
Well, I'm just mad about what happened to Mick Gordon. That really made me
upset. The soundtrack really.
State of Decay 3.
Oh, nice.
I like the second one.
I haven't played either of them.
I played the second one for a minute.
Yeah,
I played for a decent amount, actually. It was a really good kind of zombie crafting survival game.
Yeah, this is no gameplay. First revealed in 2020, no release date yet. Dragon Age: The Veilguard, formerly Dreadwolf. We mentioned this a little bit.
I watched the full gameplay trailer.
I did as well,
and
a couple times.
We mentioned Guardians of the Galaxy before about it, but the trailer really kind of drives it home. Like Harding, the scout, Neve, the detective, Emmerich, the necromancer. They're like, we got to get a team together, and they're all crazy people.
Yeah, it was like an Ocean's 11 trailer.
Yeah,
which I know that was probably from a marketing team.
And Brad Pitt.
Yeah. It was probably from a marketing team that put that together. I don't think it was like literally BioWare that's like, let's make this trailer. Because it just seemed like it was a complete tonal shift. Yeah. Which I think divided the fan base at the time because they were like, this isn't what I want Dragon Age to be. And then come the gameplay trailer where it's like, okay, wait a minute, this is what I want Dragon Age to be.
Yeah, when I saw the combat, I was like, all right, I can get behind this. That looks pretty dope.
Yep.
Because they released like a 20-minute gameplay trailer at the Ubisoft Forward or another.
I think it was just the same day.
Yeah, but not during the showcase, but they released
like, fuck, people hate the story trailer. Put the gameplay one out.
It shows off 3-tone dialogue options with diplomatic, humorous, and aggressive options. Very action-oriented. The gameplay does look cool, and the graphics look great. I'm curious about it. You can also stop the action to pick abilities and strategize, but otherwise it seems very far away from like that classic tactical RPG. But
so we're not going to get a top-down like Inquisition head?
No, I think it's going to be, at least from what I understand, because I read the Game Informer article. They just put out a Game Informer article recently where they talked a lot about the combat, where it's like, I think you have like 3 abilities you can map to each character, so you could pause the game or you could pause the combat and then like select like different abilities for either yourself or your characters. I don't think there is I think they said there is no top-down view because like Dragon Age Origins kind of had that.
Yeah.
And I think Inquisition did.
Yeah, maybe it'll be kind of like Rebirth where like it's very still like action and focus combat, but you can pause it. And
I mean, that's where games are nowadays. Like, honestly, people want more fast-paced action RPGs. I mean, that's kind of that's what people want now.
there's pre-souls and post-souls.
Yeah.
Starfield Shattered Space, first expansion coming 2024.
What's Starfield?
It's a game about
Space.
doing nothing and boring tasks.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, go across the dimensions, go across the universes to go tell this person what I said. You can't just pick up your phone.
No,
and call. You have to go there physically in order to finish.
And you go back after you talk to them to go tell them what they said.
Exactly.
Fallout 76 Skyline Valley. Fallout 6 is getting an expansion
I mean, it's his first new map.
Yeah.
Like, fine.
in Appalachia.
They're pouring a lot of resources into Fallout 76 and Starfield. I saw that they said they are not rushing another Fallout game. And with the success of the TV show, I feel like people leaning into Fallout 76, apparently it's running pretty well lately.
Yeah, I mean, after 3 years,
Yeah.
finally. I mean, 3 years after its initial release, I think they finally,
I think the problem with that is I'm an adult with adult things to do, and the amount of time that my friends are also online without adult things to do to play the same game is really difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Helldivers 2 is the only game that's been able to get us all in one room.
God bless Helldivers
I know.
for doing that.
Game's bugged again.
The 76 will be day one Game Pass. There's a game called Claire Obscure Expedition 33. It's a debut game from the Sandfall Interactive. It's a turn-based RPG.
This
Love it.
game, never heard of this game ever. Had no idea what I was expecting going into it. This game looks amazing.
Apparently, the bad guy is a character called the Paintress.
Yeah.
And they paint a different number that gets lower every year. And when she writes 33, everyone that's 33 years old dies. And then eventually they'll write another number. So as the number's getting lower, they're desperately trying to reach the Paintress and stop her. And it's a turn-based fucking RPG that looks sick.
Yeah. I'm
love
in,
turn-based.
100%.
Yeah. South of Midnight gameplay reveal. This is a kind of post-Hurricane New Orleans action swamp adventure grappling hook combat. The trailer looks fine. I like the art style.
I really like the art style, yeah.
Yeah. World of Warcraft, The War Within. I just put launches August 26th. World of Warcraft is still getting things.
Yeah.
It's not for me, but it's a thing that exists. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Ooh. Now, part of me has a problem with remaking perfect games from famous creators without their blessing or them being involved. What are your thoughts, Stoy?
I have a problem with this because to me, I never like it when fan bases are divided over, well, there can never be Metal Gear Solid without Hideo Kojima. Mm-hmm. That really just kind of tarnishes and trashes the hundreds of other people that worked in that game and made that game their life. The writers, the artists, the creators, the producers, all that stuff, So I was actually I think they did an extended gameplay, or they did an extended interview. David Hayter came out to interview one of the producers who was actually on the original teams that made the original Metal Gear Solid games. So I was happy to at least know that, hey, we have a lot of teams from the old developers, the old development teams working on this new. So that makes me feel better. It sucks Hideo Kojima's not there, but
Mostly I'm just wary of Konami.
yeah,
And hopefully it's great.
I hope so too.
Because apparently you can elect for a newly added, more modern control style, or you can choose to play with a classic control style that...
They can fuck off with that modern control style.
Yeah, I mean, it plays the way it's supposed to, but yeah, that's a lot of people's favorite Metal Gear Solid game.
I like that. I like that they give you okay, do you want modern creature comforts or do you want,
Sea of Thieves, 13th season.
I always wished I could play this game, but that's another one where you really got to play with your friends, or you really have to be okay with playing online.
Yeah.
We're just eating too good. There's too many games.
Yeah.
It really is.
Every time I see gameplay,
We got to play the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, you guys have to play the Suicide Squad, please. Please. Play the Suicide Squad.
Flintlock the Siege. Flintlock the Siege of Dawn. Souls-like from the creators of Ashen, bright fantasy steampunk with lots of platforming. Comes July 18th. Age of Mythology Retold. Combining the best elements of the beloved Age of Mythology with modern real-time strategy, design, and visuals, Retold is an epic and an innovative experience for old and new players alike. Secure your domain, command legendary monsters, and call upon the powers of the gods to crush your enemies. You're nodding. Mm-hmm. You're ready for it?
No, it's a really cool concept, but it intrigued me just because, like, obviously using the old gods and the old mythologies and the whole, like, the ancient Egyptian gods battling so it's kind of cool.
Yeah. It's like Civilization with like the fun made up stuff.
Right, yeah. It's kind of neat. I don't know if I haven't played one of those games in a very long time, so I don't know if I would get so overwhelmed. I know there's probably a lot of creature comforts to make it easier to get into, but I think I want to give this game a try, I think.
Yeah. Coming to Xbox and PC September 4th, there was a Perfect Dark gameplay reveal.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So, I never had a Nintendo 64. So, I missed that. And then I got an Xbox 360 and got a game called Perfect Dark Zero, which convinced me I hate Perfect Dark.
That sucks.
So,
I'm sorry to hear
So,
that.
when they say Perfect Dark, Joanna is back, I'm like,
So
it doesn't mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
Now, have you played any of the Perfect Dark games?
Yeah, I played them on my Nintendo 64 when I was a kid,
Okay.
and I was much more concerned with Mario 64.
As was the world.
Yeah, pretty much.
I never really got. I was a game that just kind of, maybe I was too young at the time. I don't know. It just kind of went over my head.
Well, because it was GoldenEye 64 came out, and that obviously revolutionized gaming at the time. It really brought multiplayer to the forefront. And then just obviously with the quick, fast-paced action and everything. And then obviously those same developers a couple years later, like Perfect Dark, and basically made it a more cinematic action adventure. That's kind of blew. It was so crazy because, like, depending on the difficulty that you played, one of the things I liked about it was, like, it gave you more mission parameters. So, like, if you want to play it on hard mode, a lot of times, they made the enemies somewhat harder, but, like, you had to actually complete more mission objectives.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
That's a cool way to increase
Yeah.
difficulty in a game.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't know if any other game has really done that to that effect. But the best part is that you
Killer
have.
Bean's going to do that.
I hope so. There's a laptop gun in it.
So you can't just say that without explaining what you mean.
Well, it's a laptop that turns into a gun.
So it's like a transformer.
Yes.
I'm in.
Yeah,
That's some
but you can't
Westworld shit.
use the word transformer, copyright. But
Yeah. So the gameplay reveal trailer, first-person shooter, looks like lots of computers and hacking and some like Mirror's Edge running, jumping, sliding. The gameplay trailer looks fine to me, but you must be pretty jacked.
I am pretty jacked because I think I've heard rumors of like this game being in development hell. They brought Crystal Dynamics in, I think, to kind of help with it because Xbox created a whole new studio to make this game. I think the Initiative, was that it? Yeah, the Initiative was like, the super studio, the super AAA studio that was supposed to make the Perfect Dark game, and apparently it was going to shit. So Crystal Dynamics came in to kind of help with the development. And it looks like it's going very well. It's I think it's a prequel, I want to say, because Perfect Dark has
You're the pro right
Yeah.
here, Stoy. We're following you, man.
Perfect Dark has like two storylines where there's like corporations that are kind of like screwing over the people and trying to kind of manipulate.
That's not realistic.
That's not So like
corporations.
Yeah, no. This is the future. Okay, all right. This
okay.
is. I'm not saying what happens now. This is the future.
Wait,
But
so it
and then
only
there's
gets
like
worse?
this weird.
I love watching the news.
So and then like in the original Perfect Dark, there was like this weird like alien conspiracy or something like that, where it's like you have to go to Roswell,
Okay.
and release this alien that like they were keeping.
That's
under
the
wraps.
original Perfect Dark.
Yeah,
Played by
so-
Simon Pegg.
Yeah,
Awesome movie.
Yeah.
and it looks like they're doing that again this time around, but maybe at least in some of the glimpses of the trailer, maybe offering a little bit more story to that. I don't know.
Yeah. Hopefully it's great. This is a big franchise for them to be bringing back, which I appreciate that.
And it looks very action oriented. Like, it's just, obviously you're doing like John Wick stuff, jumping out of buildings and like disarming people and just, it looks really cool.
they should make a John Wick game. They have a John Wick pinball now.
John Wick Hex, have you ever played that one?
No.
No. It's a real-time strategy game for whatever reason.
Sure.
And like you actually you go to a level, all the enemies are on the map, and then you map out where you're going to go and the actions that you make. And then you execute it, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You have to restart the level. And then afterwards, if you have a successful run through that little area, then you can see a replay of it.
I want Super Hot, but with John Wick and great graphics.
Oh my god, that would be so
that'd be
great.
cool.
And then after you complete the game, you get to watch a movie of how you got through every room without any interruptions.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That would
I got
be really
chills.
dope. Yeah. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, Super Hot, still like the GOAT.
Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred. We're getting a new character class and region in this expansion. Journeying into the new region of Nahantu in search of Neyrel. Those are fantasy words, right?
Yeah.
Who are both suffering from the fate of her choice to imprison the prime evil Mephisto, become the apex predator in the new Spiritborn class. Recruit mercenaries. October 8th.
Cool.
I will eventually play some Diablo 4 again, but
Same.
not anytime soon.
I haven't deleted it from my hard drive yet.
The Fable trailer, I thought was, they're fun. These Fable trailers, they're like all office style, like interviews. They're funny. Mm-hmm. Not a lot of gameplay. There's a little bit. We did see some gameplay, I believe, maybe a little bit. But Humphrey, once one of the greatest, will be forced out of retirement when a mysterious figure from his past threatens Albion's very existence. There will be choices. Fans, giants, and toads, knife and death stuff. Coming 2025. Not a lot of gameplay is known about Fable yet.
Yeah,
though.
it looks like it retains the charm of the original ones, where like you could go. You're still battling the evil baddie, but like, are you going to go the evil route or are you going to go the good route? And it sounds like
That's the crux of those Fable games, right?
yeah,
I always go evil because then you get horns.
yeah. Well, that was the game where it was actually more fun to play evil.
Yeah.
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 Because I normally am like the good guy in the game.
Yep.
Like, I always try to be a good guy. But Fable came and I was like,
It's more fun to be bad. Yeah.
You know, if you want a game that makes it horrible to be bad, Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes.
If the Dirge character, you can straight up like torture animals and kill kids. Mm-hmm. They don't pull any punches.
That sounds awesome.
Tyler. There's a shitty game called Fragpunk. It's a 5v5 shooter that features cards for their combat. It looks like another bullshit game.
So another, what is that one?
I don't know,
Concord?
Overwatch, Valorant. I don't know.
Back for Blood, wasn't that like a kind of like a first person like card game? Like you have to load like 10 cards before every map.
Oh,
Now I want to play Back for Blood even less
Yeah, that I wanted to like that game so bad.
because I love Left 4 Dead so much.
Yeah, I know. And gameplay wise, it's great, but like in order to jump into a mission, you have to go through your entire card deck to see which cards you want to pick. It's like, oh, man, I don't care.
I don't want to. Just let me play the game.
Yeah.
Winterborough. You play as a little mouse who returns home to devastation. Rebuild your home and find your missing aunt. It's got Don't Starve vibes. I thought it looked kind of cool. 2025 mixtape. This is interesting. En route to their final party together, a perfectly curated playlist draws three friends into dreamlike reenactments of their formative memories, different gameplay for like different memories. Experience a variety of narrative vignettes exploring the pivotal moments that shaped them. Greatest hits of a teenage friendship from the first kiss to the last dance. Featuring music from Devo, Roxy Music, Lush, The Smashing Pumpkins, Iggy Pop, Susie and the Banshees, Joy Division, and more.
wow.
It's awesome that the vignettes are going to be based on these songs.
Yeah.
It could potentially be cool.
Yeah.
A cool indie game.
I got the whole like, remember the 90s? Yeah, I remember the 90s.
Yeah.
I just bought an Iggy Pop album, so that's cool. That's good timing.
Yeah. It's cool that they got those licensed songs. We'll see
What a good idea for a game. I wonder how the gameplay shakes out, though.
Well, to me, it reminds me a little bit of maybe of like What Remains of Edith Finch, where each vignette has like a different kind of gameplay shtick. That's a high pedigree to compare it to, but
I was going to say that is a good comparison, though, because I did feel like every song was like its own music video and its own gameplay arc. And yeah, that makes sense.
I'm curious about it.
Yeah.
Flight Simulator 2024 is getting another expansion. Be a commercial pilot, work in agriculture, do search and rescue, aerial fighting, or cargo transport. Essentially, get a job, you bum.
Yeah.
That's November 19th. Elder Scrolls Online is getting a new expansion called Gold Road. And for a limited time, play all the DLC for free in honor of the 10th anniversary.
Of when they announced the Elder Scrolls 6.
That might be.
It has been
that might
10
be about
years,
right.
hasn't it?
It's been fucking close. It's got to be real close.
Life is Strange Double Exposure. Next installment in the series lets you flip through realities, which we love that.
Yeah, more multiverse shit. At least you get to play as Max again.
I haven't played the Life is Strange games. I know that they are beloved.
Yes, quite.
I have
Max is the original character that she was able to rewind time.
And she's back, so she was gone for the second one?
Yeah, because each Life is Strange was different one. There was a different one with different characters and stuff. So
The Max is back.
Max is back. That's October 29th. I'm very curious. I'm glad you're here, Stoy, because I have a lot of questions for you specifically today.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Oh, my God.
Now, you're a big Indiana Jones fan.
Yes, I am.
I love Dial of Destiny myself.
You did?
I liked it. I
Okay,
think if I would
all right.
watch it again, I would like it
I'm
less.
afraid.
You haven't seen Dial of Destiny?
I have not. I'm
haven't
afraid.
either.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
Is it?
Yeah, and Harrison Ford is fun.
Okay,
He's doing a lot of fun Indiana Jones stuff.
How's Shia LaBeouf doing nowadays?
I won't
I don't
spoil
think
it.
he's doing okay.
It's really great what they did with his character in the movie,
Sweet.
though.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Dial of Destiny is pretty.
Okay.
It's pretty fun.
All right.
Yeah.
I should try it. I'm just scared.
In all honesty, I forgot that movie came out.
Yeah.
Well, and so did the audiences because it lost a shitload of money, which has me worried for this game because Indiana Jones has proven to not make money, at least on the big screen.
What I was happy to see in this trailer was it retained a lot of the original Indiana Jones had like their fight sequences was like slapstick comedy almost.
Yeah.
Like there was a scene where like I think he was fighting the bigger Nazi dude and like they had to like break apart because some guy was sliding off the ship on a box and he falls over and they both look at each other like ha 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 and then bam like hitting each other in the face because that reminded me of like I think the scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark where it was like he was fighting the guy like on the aircraft or something like that and they had like a moment like that where they laughed at each other and they just kept fighting. So
It's fun. They're so fun, those movies.
yeah, and it's like they don't take themselves seriously, and I'm glad that that it looks like they're retaining that charm.
It's globetrotting. It's the Great Circle. It's about like you need to go to all of these different landmarks to solve this mystery.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried about first-person whip swinging in combat. Some of it looked questionable.
Yeah,
But we'll see how it goes.
I have faith because it's Machine Head games. I mean, obviously they made the Wolfenstein games, and those are great games.
And there's some Indiana Jones DNA in the Wolfenstein games too.
Oh yeah,
Fighting Nazis.
I mean,
who
if
like
any-
doing dark occult stuff.
right. Yeah, and what better developer and studio than Machine Games?
My fingers are crossed. And you know what's great about Indiana Jones and the Great Circle? Day one Game Pass.
I'm so glad I have an Xbox now.
Yeah. it's
I want to play it. I like the way it looks.
Otherwise, get a Fire TV. Yeah.
No,
It'll probably play
I'm
that, but
and I'm actually really impressed with. I mean, obviously, if there's anyone that's going to try to nail an impression of Harrison Ford, it's got to be Troy Baker, and I think he's doing it. He's doing a pretty good job. Like, there's moments where it's like it's hard to tell is that really Harrison Ford or not because he does such a good job. But then obviously, there's like, oh, there's Troy Baker right there. He's got those little sensibilities in his voice. But
yeah. I hope it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I want it to be awesome.
yeah, it would just suck for me to. I always like to temper my expectations, but it's hard for me to temper my expectations with this one.
I'm using
Also, shame on you for not seeing Dial of Destiny.
I've talked to so many people, and like, there's a lot of people that say like, you know, it actually wasn't bad. There was others that were just like, it was shit. Don't see it, and I'm like, ah,
It's fun. And it's Harrison Ford. And at one point, he has a bat and he goes and tells kids to turn music down. That's all I need.
okay, all right,
Okay.
all right.
Mecha Break, play as a mech, coming out in August.
Fun.
Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, not Wu Tang. It's a Souls-like set in the late Ming Dynasty, dark fantasy. It might be fine.
Is this the Monkey King one?
No.
No, okay.
That's
name of that game?
Wukong.
That's Wukong. Okay,
Okay.
got it. All right.
This day one Game Pass, so that's good. Avowed is a fantasy first-person adventure. I really didn't care about trailers at this point. I was getting tired of the Xbox showcase. I put first-person fantasy adventure, day one Game Pass.
It sucks that they put that at the end, near the end, because Avowed is. I mean, that's a highly anticipated game. It's made from the Obsidian developers.
Okay.
So it's kind of sucks that everything that they're showing is so underwhelming.
Some like the titles just start blending together in my head at some point, and I can only see so much fantasy action games before. I'm
Yeah.
like, whatever.
Which, I mean, you should have high expectations for this because it's Obsidian and they know what they're doing. Obviously, they made Outer Worlds,
Yeah.
which was a great game, right? That's the right one. Outer Worlds,
Yeah.
yeah, because Outer Wilds is the other one. But and obviously they made Fallout New Vegas and the esteemed, critically acclaimed Alpha Protocol. Oh my God,
Chef's Kiss.
Chef's Kiss.
So good. I've never played it.
Don't.
Atom Fall, single-player survival game set after a nuclear disaster in Great Britain, 2025. I said maybe. Day one Game Pass.
I said maybe.
That's fine. Assassin's Creed Shadows got a 13-minute gameplay trailer at Ubisoft Forward. There's also another trailer here. I'll play it eventually. I play Assassin's Creed games. That's like a rule I have. So
I think this one's supposed to be a full-on RPG, so expect another Valhalla.
Okay, I like Valhalla.
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be long because Mirage was a little bit more kind of old school, streamlined.
I loved Odyssey.
I loved Odyssey.
Odyssey
too.
was really good.
Malaka.
Yeah.
Cassandra. I'm just excited. Just thinking about Cassandra.
I like how she just became the canon character.
Well, she was supposed to be, but then these guys like smoking a cigar, like, we don't know about selling.
Yeah, we need males in this game. Because,
We need a man.
I'm insecure with my masculinity. I need to play a stronger man.
Give me another cigar. Yes, Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl.
That game's finally coming out. It's good to hear that they're still working on it.
I didn't know it's been a while. I didn't play the original Stalker.
Well, obviously, over the last 2.5 years, development's been a little bit delayed.
Yeah?
Yeah, because they're based out of Ukraine. So,
Yeah, that's right.
oh yeah, okay. I was like, oh, you guys don't know this?
Huge borderless open world with a non-linear story, first-person shooter. You know what's great about it? September 5th, it's day one Game Pass. I remember, I think it was a year or two ago where they had their first Xbox showcase and literally everything said day one Game Pass. I'm like, is Xbox just rocking us right now? Mm-hmm. It's such a cool thing. And we got new variants of the Xbox announced. It's not, if it wasn't confusing enough now, there's 3 more versions of the Xbox Series.
I don't even know which one I own.
And at this point, I'm afraid to ask.
Yeah.
Do you own that one?
That's a fridge.
Okay.
Story, that's literally a fridge.
Oh, okay.
I wish it was that big. Could you imagine the Xbox actually being that big? Now
Yeah, that would be a model,
2,000 terabytes of storage.
That's what it takes these days. Oh, Lord.
They fill up fast.
Yeah.
So we got the Robot White, which is a 1 terabyte all digital Xbox Series S for $350. There's the 1 terabyte all digital Xbox Series X in Robot White, not to be confused with the 1 terabyte all digital Xbox Series S in Robot White. The X version, $450.
Yeah, but it still looks like an Xbox Series X, right? That all digital one, but it's just a smaller cube.
It's crazy.
If you expect me to know the differences for all these things, Stoy,
I don't know, but I looked at the picture. I was like, it looks like a smaller rectangle. I think I don't know.
It's crazy to hear information that I know I'm not going to retain.
Yeah,
I'm Chad Xbox, man. 2 terabyte special edition Xbox Series X in Galaxy Black, $600.
What's the difference between Robot White and the white one that I have?
that's a good question.
I don't know. Holiday 2024, and the last thing in the Xbox showcase, Gears of War E-Day.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go, dude.
I fucking love Gears of War.
Honestly, I was always wondering, when are we going to get a Gears game taking place during E-Day? It's just it seems like it would make more sense.
I'm a little disappointed that we're not just continuing the story.
I am not.
5.
I am the exact opposite.
I liked 5.
The ending to 5, I was like, what the no. I don't want to continue on this series anymore.
I just want to know, where did Marcus Phoenix get his soul patch?
From Howie Mandel.
Yeah.
And we're going to know now where he got that soul patch.
Yep.
It's like, what, you say you're going to put a chainsaw on my gun?
How does that going to
grow
work?
some facial hair.
And he goes, vring, vring, and he's like, okay then.
I'm excited. It's been too long since a new Gears of War game.
Yeah, it really has.
Experience the brutal horror of Emergence Day through the eyes of Marcus Phoenix in the origin story of one of gaming's most acclaimed sagas. 14 years before Gears of War, war heroes Marcus Phoenix and Dom Santiago return home to face a new nightmare, the Locust Horde. These subterranean monsters, grotesque and relentless, erupt from below, laying siege on humanity itself. No gameplay or release date.
When I see Dom again for the first time, I'm going to cry.
Yeah, we were talking about that before recording.
Baird's fine.
Yeah, I don't think he's probably not going to be in this original series.
That was the only other character I could name.
Yeah, because we don't meet him until Marcus
until the first one.
out of jail.
Yeah. But I did cry man tears all of a sudden when he's falling off the cliff, and all of a sudden Dom grabs him, and I'm like, pretty much one of the best bromances. I think
it is the best
history.
bromance.
Yeah.
Didn't they have Marcus Phoenix's kid in one of them?
Yeah,
JD.
He gave me real what's the little guy, or not Rex's race in Mass Effect? Grunt.
Grunt?
He was giving me real Grunt vibes when I saw him. Like, oh, it's like a little version of Marcus Phoenix.
Yeah,
I
really.
did like that mission where you like return home. And then you see Marcus again for the first time, and he's like old.
Yeah,
and,
and he's just sitting on the chair, just like drinking a beer. Yeah.
What if he's going through a checkpoint and they're like, what's your last name? He's like, no last name. Marcus Phoenix.
Rising from the ashes?
We're going to learn so much about his origins that we didn't need to know.
I know, and I'm here for it.
I'm here for it too. I mean, yeah, it does kind of suck because obviously the way Gears 5 ended on a massive cliffhanger.
Yeah,
depending on what you picked. But I think, what was the girl's name?
Can't remember, but that boat thing was cool.
Yeah, I didn't like the way her story was going. I was like, I don't need any more of this. Like her character arc.
In all honesty, I remember very little from Gears of War 5.
Yeah.
I played it when I had COVID for the first time back in like 2020 on my Xbox when I had it back then. I would replay it again, but it's got to be moved down the list of games I'm going to play.
You know, the prefab home area was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually kind of a cool little environment. Like, I'll give you that. Like, it wasn't a bad game. It's just I don't think I like the story on where they were going with it. But I'm glad they're kind of going back to giving what the kind of like the fans wanted, which I think was that
The only problem that
the gritty, darker side of the Gears universe.
The E-Day is going to make it cool. The only problem I have is with doing prequels, the stakes are very low for any of the characters involved because I know how a lot of these stories are going to play out. So you're going to have to introduce characters that are they going to have plot armor? Are they just cannon fodder?
Well, and any
here?
character that gets introduced, it's like, oh, so you're not around in the next 5 games, huh?
Yeah. That's been my problem with prequels always.
But you can have different stakes. Like, we have to try and save this city, and we don't know whether or not this city will fall. And you can have a very like human aspect of like maybe,
there are a lot of major
a kid
victories.
we save that'll be the new hero for Gears 6 maybe or something.
Yeah. I mean, they can make it cool.
Yeah.
It's just I'm always a little bummed when I hear prequel.
Because you know there's not going to be an end resolution. At the end of Gears 3, there was an end resolution, like of obviously like massively decimating the Locust Horde.
Yeah.
You know, with the Mass Effect, air purifier that shoots out the virus. I hate when games do that. But spoiler if you haven't played Gears of War 3. But yeah, like you're right. Like the stakes are lower because you know it's just going to end bad. Because humanity is just going to continually get decimated. So it's like, well, you're just going to play through the game trying to save as many people as possible. So.
Our Ninfrendo today is the wonderful Stoyson Dillon is not gaming today.
Just remember, that's Sega does what Nintendo don't. But you know what? This time around, Nintendo. Nintendo.
Nintendo, everybody.
Nintendo.
I like that.
Yeah. So this was a shock. I mean, talk about coming out of the gate swinging with Mario and Luigi Brothership.
Yeah, I like these games.
Yeah, I do too, and it's cool because this actually, I mean, it's a Mario RPG-ish.
Yeah,
but more of like an action RPG. At least is what I gathered out of the trailer.
It's like the other ones. There's going to be RPG elements, but it's also like fun world exploration, little puzzles.
Yeah,
it's a very weird style of Mario.
Mm-hmm. It really is, but I'm kind of here for it. It's I obviously played Mario RPG just recently, the remaster, and it's like obviously quality of life improvements abound in that game, and it's great. So
it's such a good game.
I'm glad they're kind of leaning in on that theme, especially with the new game.
Yeah,
and that's coming out like in November 7th. Like this is why I have my qualms about Nintendo sometimes, but I like the way they announce their games.
Nintendo does it like no one else can. Nintendo is what they say.
Nintendo sometimes, but sometimes
Microsoft and Sony can't what
Yeah.
Nintendo do.
Yeah.
That's the new.
I mean, sometimes Nintendo don't, but this time Nintendo do. They also announced Nintendo World Championship NES Edition.
This is cool.
This is really cool because this kind of harkens back to the old Nintendo days where like they had like World Championship carts, the $500,000 games now.
Famously.
Yeah. So this is actually testing speedrun skills in over 150 challenges from across 13 different NES games.
Now, fun fact, this thing already kind of existed with the NES remix packs.
Yeah.
Which I love those games in the Wii U. They're so fun. And this is, I don't know, it seems a little bit like that, but they're going to probably have a lot more of the imagery of the World Championships.
Yeah, for sure. And I think there's going to be probably robust leaderboards, I imagine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, aim for the best times. Global online leaderboards in World Championship mode, and then gather up to 8 players in local party modes. With bite-sized challenges and an automatic rewind feature, you don't need to master entire games to feel like Nintendo World Champion.
It might be fun to like have a competition on the Dogcast to see like between all of us and listeners who can get the highest score out of us.
Yeah, it sounds like a Discord channel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
we'll
a
do
good
that.
idea.
Yeah. Once again, Donkey Kong Country returns.
Who saw this? Who saw this coming?
I did. They can't just make another Donkey Kong Country game.
Wait, we can't re-release Tropical Freeze again? What else we got?
Donkey Kong Country returns. Comes out January 16th. Enjoy 80 levels, including the additional levels from the Nintendo 3DS version.
I like that.
Came out on the Wii first, then the 3DS.
Yeah.
So now they have both. It's literally a 2-in-1.
It's a good game. I prefer Tropical Freeze, but and it's cool that they have the 3DS levels. I
Yeah,
do
for
like
sure.
that.
I'm a Tropical Freeze fan myself.
Huge fan.
Yeah.
We are not worthy, Dave Weiss.
Yeah. You in on this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Just Sonic.
Just Sonic.
Just Sonic. I know you're a Sonic boy. We were talking about Shadow the Hedgehog earlier.
You're a big Sonic the guy.
Yeah.
I'm actually
You're Sonic the guy.
Do you know Sonic's original name?
Well,
Sonic.
well, no. The is his official middle name
Is the
originally.
official, yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Is his Sonic T Hedgehog.
Chucky Entertainment Cheese.
Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Fuck.
Dragon Quest III is getting an HD
2D. It's supposed to be 2D.
Yeah, 2D HD remake. Which this was an art style that like, obviously Octopath Traveler, Triangle Strategy have kind of really nailed. So I'm glad to see
Chronicle,
that.
Sea of
Eiyuden Chronicle,
Stars. I don't know. To me, this art style is getting a little tired.
It really is. But like, I think it's the sparkle sometimes. Like it's too much sparkle. Like, especially in like, kind of foresty areas with rivers, like they just make too much sparkle. Like it at least, does that make sense?
I kind of see what you mean, though. It's like it's too bright and poppy, and a little more somber, consistent art style
Yeah.
would lend itself to experiencing the game.
Yeah, without having to like wear sunglasses.
I want to play Sea of Stars. I do own that, but
Sea of Stars is so good.
Eiyuden Chronicle, I have thoughts.
Yeah. Travel through vast worlds and discover where the legendary Dragon Quest franchise began. And this is the kind of funny thing because they announced that they are making 1 and 2 2D HD remakes, but they are releasing 3 first because 3 is the first in this particular character story, and I forget the name off the top of my head.
Oh, yeah, it's a certain character.
Yeah.
I
It's
love
like
it when chronological is just like, they're like, fuck it.
Yeah, because
We ain't doing that.
Dragon
Yeah.
Quest 1 and 2 followed a particular, storyline, in order, but then like 3 was like technically the prequel.
Yeah.
So that's why they're releasing 3, and then 1 and 2 I think are going to come out later in the year.
All I see is Charlie doing Pepe Sylvia.
So yeah, those 2 are coming out in 2025, but Dragon Quest 3 HD remake is coming out in November 14th, 2024.
Yeah.
So
God bless fucking announcing games the same year they're coming out.
yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Hollow Knight.
So do you have Funko Pops?
No.
Have you ever?
I have one. It's right there, but it's a cool one because it's the devil from Cuphead, and it doesn't look like a Funko.
So
Yeah.
imagine your Funko Pops being alive and in a video game. How cool is that?
So we're talking about Lego Star Wars?
No, but cooler. No. Funko Fusion. Celebrate your favorite franchises from across TV, film, comics, and games in Funko Fusion.
This game could be at the top of a list called games I don't give a fuck about.
I want to hate it. I'm curious.
Yeah, because they're taking established franchises like characters from Jaws, He-Man, Back to the Future,
Five Nights at
Freddy's. I was like, I don't know what FNAF is. Scott Pilgrim, Shaun of the Dead, Jurassic World, Battlestar Galactica, and Child's Play.
Okay, so it's not at the top of the list, but it's in the top 5.
I don't know, man. Like, this might be the only chance I have to play a Shaun of the Dead video game. And It could be
because
horrible.
they did react that. I saw in the trailer they did react that scene where they're walking through, acting like zombies. That looks kind of cool.
I don't know. It could be horrible, but maybe it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if I would spend money on it.
What if it's just
I
the
won't do
Battle of
that.
the Winchester?
Just do Lego Shaun of the Dead. Just do the Lego Cornetto trilogy. That's what I really want.
Yeah.
Just
that's
make
a
them
good
sit
idea.
there and wait for it to all blow over.
Yeah. Have a pint.
This comes out September 13th. If that tickles your taint.
Ooh.
They also announced more Switch Online stuff. So now you can get Link to the Past 4 Swords. Now you don't need 4 Game Boys.
You can just
and
play
link
it.
cables.
I like the online functionality, which I honestly don't expect Nintendo to do for these games because I have zero faith in Nintendo Online.
Because there's such a small contingent of people that probably had this game
Yeah.
and played it 4-player.
I mean, I remember back in the day doing the link cable with the Game Boy Advance to play Crystal Chronicles on the GameCube.
Yeah.
And that shit was hot.
Yeah.
But if you don't have 4 friends with Game Boy Advances and link cables, you're not going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that this is an option.
Yeah, it's really cool because, especially for people that haven't played it, in the past. Like, it's basically Link to the Past, but, with 4 players. Metroid Zero Mission for Game Boy Advance, arguably. I think this is the first Metroid
Remade.
in the series. I think in chronological order.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and this is a really good game, like probably one of the better Metroid games.
Mm-hmm.
So this is definitely worth getting. I just replayed this on my actual Game Boy Advance like last year. So
Great game.
and then you're good at Nintendo in its typical fashion, the Mature 17 Plus collection.
It's a separate app you have to download on your Switch for
Yes,
these.
I realized that because I tried to download Perfect Dark and I was like, "Where's Perfect Dark?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why they need a separate app for mature games, but I'm happy that at least they're putting mature games on there.
Yeah, so you're getting Turok Dinosaur Hunter and Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark with online multiplayer.
Pretty cool.
But Perfect Dark, they don't change the controls to be modern.
Are they going to put Leisure Suit Larry on there? Because
BMX Triple X.
The mature Atari 2600 collection. Yeah, it's a bummer they don't have modern controls. Like that seems like something they should do. For,
I think they changed it in the Rare Replay.
Yeah.
I think they updated it, but it was because I fired this up last week, and I was kind of disappointed that it didn't change it because it's like it probably makes sense if you get the N64 controller.
Yeah.
Because then it would feel more natural, but like on modern joysticks. Ugh. And then if for fighting game fans and
and
beat 'em
people
up
that
fans.
hate Xbox.
Yep, Marvel vs. Capcom Collection Arcade Classics.
I say that because Xbox is the only spot not getting this for some reason.
Yeah, it really is. PS4 and Switch and PS5. So you got X-Men
Fucking Stadia, probably, knowing my luck.
X-Men Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 New Age of Heroes, and then The Punisher.
Which is a funny inclusion, but I think it's because it was never released on console prior or something.
They did a Sega Genesis version, which was kind of not great.
Okay.
Yeah, but so this is The Punisher. This is the only way to play it, I think, on home consoles. So Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is the biggest one on here. It was probably one of the better Marvel vs. Capcom fighting games, I think, in that whole universe.
It's a generous collection.
Yes, it very much so is.
yeah, that's quite a few games.
Because these are solid. So you get additional enhancements, custom matches, spectator features. You get a museum, a music player, and various display filters, 1-button special moves, and more.
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
I like these collections.
I can dig that.
You got Super Mario Party Jamboree also announced.
I havened played a Mario Party in a long time.
Ready for this.
You are.
Yep. Because I was literally about to buy Mario Party.
Super Mario Party, whatever, for the Switch.
Like 2 weeks ago. Because
Yeah.
I have a bunch of friends. We all have Switches, and we play Mario Kart sometimes after work.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And
Well,
we've been meaning to get one, and now I'm just waiting because there's supposed to be like 120 something fucking mini games in this bad boy.
110 mini games, 7 game boards, 5 of them new, and 2 returning boards. And join up to 20 players head to head.
Yeah.
In Koopathlon mode.
Koopathlon.
Koopathlon.
That is a tough word.
Yes, that is.
Koopathlon?
Koopathlon.
Let's do, but that doesn't sound right, but I think that's better.
Koopathlon.
Koopathlon.
Koopathlon sounds
Koopathlon.
like a salon.
Well, you're gonna get your Koopathlon.
Where'd you get your
mode
hair
on.
did?
Kind of Koopathlon. Koopathlon. like a
Sound off in the comments what it is. Coupathlon?
Let us know what you think.
Well, get ready. October 17th, you're going to see this.
yeah, which is just long enough for me to wait to make it worth it.
Now, Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom.
So you play as Zelda.
You
Yes.
play as Zelda, finally.
Yeah, finally.
They missed an opportunity to call this The Legend of Link, in my opinion.
Really? Yeah. But I think they probably would have confused a lot of people.
People would be so confused. Wait, is this a Zelda game?
Wait,
you
wait,
play as Zelda.
Wait, I thought you always played as Zelda.
Wait, who am I?
So wait, her name is Zelda? Did they change that in the lore?
Wait, I thought he was a girl.
So
What's my name again?
this is the Link's
Coupathlon.
Awakening remake art style, which is a super endearing, super cute, like very well made art style. It is up to Princess Zelda to save Hyrule this time. It looks like Link in the beginning of the game gets banished into some other universe, and now Zelda has to step in and be like, all right, I'm going to save the day this time.
if instead of him getting banished to another universe, what if Ganon cut his head off in the opening?
I mean,
She still have to save the world.
yeah, she's yeah.
Dude, that'd be so hardcore.
Yeah. The first Legend of Zelda rated M for mature.
Oh,
'Cause they have to show
the
it.
mature 17 plus collection.
Yep. So the new gameplay style here is what crosses me a little bit. Because for me, I want a full-on, like, Legend of Zelda, like Zelda from, Hyrule Warriors and Age of Calamity, like art style where she's like in the trenches, like with a sword, with a bow and arrow. Like I want her out there like cutting people up. Instead, we get her with a magic wand,
It's a whole new gameplay.
Yeah, which I'm kind of interested in. So like basically, you use echoes of items to recreate it anytime you like. So like basically you wave a wand over, well, in the trailer they use the bed. You wave a wand over a bed and you can materialize that bed.
What do women do? Well, they make beds, they make tables.
Yeah.
You got yourself an idea there, kid.
Yeah, women aren't good at combat. They're not good at swinging swords, but they can make a bed. Let me tell you what.
But she can make many beds.
Yes.
I don't know.
And stack them on top of each other. She can make tables, wooden boxes, and water blocks.
And lots of things.
Yeah.
So the more we're talking about this game, the more I'm disliking it.
Well, to me, it's like Tears of the Kingdom, but in 2D, where she can alter the environment in many ways. And if she can also use echoes of enemies.
Yeah, to fight for her, and that's the problem I have with it is like she's not doing the fighting. She's like, okay, I got all these enemies around me. I'm just going to spawn a monster to do my fighting for me.
She can also like summon stones and throw stones.
Yeah,
Also, just give her a sword.
that's what I'm saying. Like, just give her. Okay, use that wand as maybe like a side thing or something like that. Like, okay, you want to like hack and slash through this game? Great, you can do that. Or you want to materialize, Bobclins to do some like.
It's like at some point, isn't it better just to swing one sword than make 10 beds to kill a dude?
Right, yeah. I get like using that as like I think they used she used like water blocks to like climb up a little hill or something like that, which was kind of cool.
And
but
she stacked
swam it up.
beds in a certain way to get higher, and then she put a trampoline on top of a bed. And I see the creative DNA from Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, where there's going to be a lot of solutions to problems. Mm-hmm. I want her to have a sword or a bow and arrow too.
Yeah, and I don't think that's going to happen. I think we saw literally everything that this game is going to.
I definitely didn't have Zelda beating enemies to death with a coffee table on my bingo list, so that's kind of exciting.
Well, you're going to be beating enemies with beds come September 26th.
Yeah.
I'm happy that Zelda's getting her own mainline game. This isn't what I wanted.
I
concur.
share your sentiment.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be great.
Could be.
It could be, yeah. And I know it'll be popular. I know people will love it. But
And it launches September 26th, and they just announced that.
Yep.
Fucking Nintendo, man.
And they keep things close to the belt because there was no rumor, nothing. I mean, literally, like they keep things very close to the belt. So,
Yeah.
if you are anybody Phoenix Wright fans here,
No, but I always feel obligated to put these things in when I see them.
it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's an interesting series. I'm a huge fan. So this is interesting. The Ace Attorney Investigations collection is coming out because one of the main characters in the series, Miles Edgeworth, had a series of games on the DS and 3DS. And one of them was released stateside. The other one was only released in Japan. So now you're going to get both. They're both remastered, which is kind of interesting because you can play with the updated comic book style graphics, or you could play with the original DS graphics, which is interesting.
That's how to do a collection. Let me see original art style and new art style. I love what the original Halo remaster did, where you can flip them off and on, and you realize that you're actually not hiding behind something because the HD version has a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
And according to what the enemies see, you're just standing in the fucking open. I love that.
No, yeah, it's really cool that they can do that. So you're getting obviously Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth, and then Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. That second one obviously was only released in Japan. Join the prolific prosecutor himself as he analyzes mind-bending mysteries and cryptic conundrums. Well, I like that word. While seeking out the ultimate truth. On Nintendo Switch, September 6th, 2024.
This guy reads good. I wouldn't have been able to do that.
Conundrums.
He does what Tyler can't.
Yes.
But Tyler don't.
Tyler
don't.
Tyler can't. Tyler Ant.
Stoy do.
Stoy
do, Tyler don't.
Thank you. That's high praise.
Stoy do what Tyler don't.
You're welcome. I set the bar very low.
Thank you for making it easy for me. I'm just kidding. I'm obviously interested in this because I'm a fan of the series. But yeah, it's a tough game to get into because it's a lot of reading. The characters are quirky. The cases can be kind of unique and interesting. The storylines can be interesting. Mostly you're here for the characters and their little foibles and their little, idiosyncrasies. Like it's cool, but if you're not into the characters, you ain't gonna like anything in this game. So, or any of these games.
I think I'd like them if I ever had a chance to play them.
I mean, there's tons of collections out on the Switch.
I don't have time, man.
I know. Yeah, you got that Erd tree to,
You guys want to talk about Shadow of the Erd tree for 20 episodes
That tree
straight?
is not going to Erd itself.
No, dude.
Then lastly.
Okay, I won't talk about Shadow of the Erd tree.
Finally, we get some Metroid Prime news.
Oh my God.
It's about effing time.
I can't believe it.
This to me, I don't know what you guys think. This to me looks like a Switch 2 game. The graphics on this gameplay, okay, for anybody out there in listener land, I'm talking about Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
It wasn't Beyond until this trailer, right? Like they added that.
It was just Metroid Prime 4.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think they added Beyond until recently. Because this game, I think, was supposed to be developed by Bandai Namco. And Nintendo was like, nope, we don't like anything that you're doing. So they basically brought back Retro Studios, the original team that did the Metroid Prime 4 games. The Metroid Prime games, which is good.
It looks great. I think it might be on Switch 2 eventually as well, but it is coming out on the Switch.
Yes. But I wonder if we're going to get, if this game's going to come out in time with Switch 2. Because this game it just got a tagline of 2025.
You think Breath of the Wild style where it's on Wii U and Switch? Maybe.
Yeah.
That could be, yeah, you might be onto something there.
Yeah.
The game looks great.
It does.
It also, I haven't played Prime 2 and 3, and it looks like it feels right at home with Metroid Prime. You're scanning enemies, you're morph balling, it locking on the way the movement. It looks exactly like how I remember Metroid Prime.
Yeah, which is it's really good that they did a remaster of the first one. Because it looks very similar to that tonally. It does look a little bit darker because it looks like you're on a war-torn planet.
Yeah.
I think and then there's an enemy comes in that's got two little baby Metroids as weapons, which was kind of cool.
Well, that enemy.
I heard about the backstory of this particular enemy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So you may be saying to yourself about that character at the end, that seems like oh shit, this character's there. That's Sylux. So now you're saying, what the fuck is Sylux? First introduced as a minor character in Metroid Prime Hunters on the Nintendo DS.
Which no one played.
Correct. Sylux's ship, the Delano 7, was also seen in a post-credits scene for Prime 3, teasing the next game. Sylux's final appearance before the next game was in Metroid Prime Federation Force.
Which also no one played.
3DS co-op shooter. There is a secret ending with Sylux stealing an egg and seemingly being able to control the Metroids. So if you're really into deep, stupid Metroid lore, you guys are eating good today.
Yes, it's about time. Your prayers have been answered.
Yeah.
I'm obviously in on this. I think tonally it looks great. Kind of dark sci-fi from what it looks like. I'm just obviously it's Retro Studios. I have every bit of faith that they're going to knock this out of the park.
Sony and Microsoft don't what Nintendo do.
Yeah.
And this trailer starts and like the music and everything is like, no one else can do this. Mm-hmm. Yep. And there's a reason that they had the last Metroid Prime 4 was super far along and they said, scrap the whole fucking thing. It's not good enough.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Yep.
Respect.
For context, they announced the first trailer with the tagline Metroid Prime 4 in E3. Remember E3?
That's a distant memory.
Yeah. Well, this was E3 2017.
Holy
That was when they
shit.
first teased it. That was 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's been 17 years since Metroid Prime 3.
Yeah.
How about that?
Good stuff.
Kudos to them because they probably looked at it. I mean, Bandai Namco, obviously respectable developers probably there, but it's Metroid is Nintendo's baby. So they want to make sure they take care of it.
So many great games.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a lot of fucking games.
Still no fucking F-Zero, but
It's going to be really disappointing when we finally get to play Elder Scrolls 6 and the game sucks and looks horrible.
Yeah.
Because they announced it 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's like, you've been working on it for this long.
This is what you brought us?
And it makes Starfield look good?
Oh, dude.
Maybe-
Starfield
maybe-
has tanked any hope that I have.
Maybe that's what they're going to try to do. To spur Starfield sales.
Maybe they made Starfield so bad, so Elder Scrolls 6 looks better just by being a little competent.
Starfield walked.
Starfield crawled.
So Elder
Scrolls
can
6
fly.
No, so Elder Scrolls 6 do.
Starfield don't. What Elder Scrolls do.
Yeah.
So that was it.
That was a whole lot of fucking games.
Yeah,
Yes, it
that
was.
really was.
You guys want to keep talking about video games?
Yeah, we might as well.
That's what I'm here for.
Now, Stoy, we talked a little bit about what you've been playing,
Yeah.
but have you been playing any good games?
Stellar Blade.
Talk about it.
I like Stellar Blade. Controversy aside, I think the game looks gorgeous.
What's the controversy? Is it too horny?
Yes, very horny.
Okay, I thought that was right, but
Yeah.
to hear you say so quickly,
Yes, yes, very horny.
you dropped your head in shame a little
Yes,
bit
very
too.
horny. Because I think I unlocked like 6 new suits, and they were all. Ugh. they're not hiding anything.
Oh, it's generous to even call them suits.
Yes, they are not suits at all.
Thought it was
like
thought it was a napkin.
You can basically run around in a bathing suit. I think in one of them, but
I know, like Yoko Taro from the Nier franchise. Like, I love it.
yeah, yeah. Well, and the interesting part about Stellar Blade, I mean, it's like a kind of like a futuristic, like The Matrix meets like a Dark Souls type of game, where like this alien
Plus tits and ass.
Yeah, basically. More ass than anything, and like really long legs.
So the
really,
developers were
really
ass guys.
long legs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 100%. But the premise of the game is obviously like aliens taking over worlds, and basically decimated the entire human population. And I think I'm getting to a point in the story where like the human population has its own problems too, where it's like you're starting to kind of undercover a little bit of conspiracy with the human population itself. But obviously everybody, every human alive has gone to Zion.
Okay, so this is in the Matrix.
This is in the Matrix, but they don't spell Zion with a Z.
there
they spell-
will be machines.
I went Mormon in my brain.
You see, I went Mormon, but with Lawrence Fishburne.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
So but they call it X. It's spelled X, Zion.
Mormon Reloaded.
Yeah.
Mormon Reloaded. Far Cry 6.
Yeah.
Or 5.
Yeah, because aren't they planning on building a ship? What was that TV series? The Expanse. The Mormons built their own ship in that movie, trying to go back to their planet.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, it's a good series actually. Really good, realistic
What are
sci-fi.
the Theta readings? No, that's Scientology. Yeah. I get my religions confused.
Oh yeah, there's so many.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a good, obviously hack and slash. You got there's a mix of it. It doesn't lean into one style of play. So like if you're just a person that loves to parry or loves to dodge, like there's a mixture of both. So like there's some enemies that like you have to parry or you can just block. You can scan the block button if you want or dodge. Obviously, it never gets too hard. It never gets too overwhelming. I think this is a good way if you're not if you're an Elden if you're not into the From Software style games.
Thanks for not saying Elden Ring. It would have triggered me.
Yeah, I know. If you're not into some of the From Soft games that are
Elden's likes.
yeah, this game I think would be a good start for you. You obviously get like guns too as well that you unlock later. You can obviously upgrade your suit You can upgrade your abilities
Or
all that
Upgrade
stuff.
your underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I'm interested in the what's difficult to wrap around is the acting, the voice acting, and because you have to take into account the world that they live in, because most people that you encounter in this game are like half cybernetic. And it's the art style is really amazing how they blend cybernetics with like real world human tissue. Like it's so fascinating. Kudos to the art team for this. Like the creativity behind it. Like there was like this one female singer in the game who she's like literally human from like chest up. Everything else is a mannequin practically. Like
Very hot.
Yeah, no internal org is nothing. But like, speaks like a true human, has feelings and emotions, everything like that.
But what is she wearing?
Literally just robot parts. That's it. Like it's she's so uniquely designed that I think in one of the missions, like her boyfriend goes out to find legs for her, so you have to go save his ass in the wasteland. So
Because he lost his ass. You have to go save it.
yeah. So I mean, you got to build you can rebuild them.
It sounds like weird science a little bit.
Yeah. So you have to carry these legs back, and then obviously, then she becomes whole again.
So it's like a Strand type game.
Yeah, every character is so uniquely designed, and and just the way that like it's kind of like Cyberpunk a little bit. The sensibilities where like robot arms, robot jaws,
Yeah.
Upgrade,
like that, yeah.
upgrade yourself.
But I really honestly think the art style is better in this one, at least the character design.
I would play it.
I've heard a lot of good things about
You
it.
had me at horny.
Yeah, 100% leans in.
Tyler do.
Yeah,
Tyler do.
Tyler do what Stellar Blade also do.
Yeah, because Stellar Blade did.
Yeah.
Did?
Yeah.
Good.
Stellar Blade did, so Tyler do.
I don't think there is a looking up the skirt achievement like Near had.
Yoko Taro's shaking his head in
Yeah,
disappointment.
missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Opportunity. But I think, the controversy was that because like obviously the main character is gorgeous, and she was modeled after a real person, by the art team, and I think a lot of people were like, oh, here we go again, another like female focused like beautiful like barely scantily clad female swinging a sword around and just decimating enemies.
Dudes are also like half naked all the time on covers of games, and they're super muscular. And I look in the mirror, and that's what I see.
Yeah, and it's kind
So
of
I feel good.
Yeah,
I see Kratos.
Yeah, I was like, damn, dude. I wanted to carry a head around that talks to me.
yeah. There was a lot of games where I was like, man, I want to look like that.
Yeah. Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
Do that tie? Sick.
But yeah, so that's where the whole controversy came from, and I think it's unfair to the art team because obviously, and actually unfair to the character model because it's like, I mean, why not have like good looking characters in video games? Why not?
Yeah, but she's just sitting over there like, it's not my fault. I'm hot.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
It's horny games are fine.
yeah, and that's okay because the gameplay stands on its own, and it doesn't lean into it. It doesn't. It's not like you're doing like slow motion action shots with like the girl's boobs in your face, like Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball or anything like that.
Now that's when it's getting to be ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the extreme, I would say.
Especially physics.
Yeah,
Hey, we don't call those physics. That's the opposite.
that's how they move, right?
Neil deGrasse Tyson's like, oh,
That's how gravity. Well, I
I'm
mean,
so upset by this game.
when you think about it, this is a different Earth. Maybe gravity's a little bit less, so maybe they move a little bit more.
What was the game where the chick's boobs just would float up and down when she was standing still?
I don't remember. We talked about a lot of games.
So, Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball 2, you could go into the options menu and you could change the age, your age.
Okay.
If you change your age to 99, the boob physics go up the wall. Like, I am not kidding you. Where it's like a girl will turn this way and they'll move independently. Just like, so it's a little Easter egg that you're welcome.
Tyler do.
Tyler do.
Tyler do what Dead or Alive do.
Yeah.
I've also been playing Still Wakes the Deep. That's from the creators that made What Remains of Edith Finch.
That game has been recommended to me 3 times this week.
Well,
You can beat Edith Finch in 3-4 hours. You're talking about Still Wakes the Deep.
Yeah.
Okay.
yes. Solid game. The graphically looks super impressive because you're on an oil rig, and you're drilling and all of a sudden you drill into something that you shouldn't have drilled into, and it basically infests the entire station with.
That sounds
I
fucking
want
awesome.
this.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the pictures right now, and they fucking look awesome.
It does. Like the care that they went to with like just designing this oil rig is just amazing. Like I don't know if anything is realistic to what an oil rig should look like, because my frame of reference for an oil rig is the Modern Warfare 2 mission.
Mine is that one scene from Armageddon.
Oh yeah, in the beginning, yeah. But
Mine is Superman, the Zack Snyder joint.
Oh, okay, that one.
There's an oil rig in that?
Yeah, he saved all those oil workers.
That's right, he did.
That's realistic male expectations.
Yeah.
Brad do.
yeah.
Brad do.
What Henry Cavill do?
Brad don't.
What Brad?
Well, Brad don't.
Oh,
Can't even make a PC. He does everything better than me.
yeah. No kidding.
He's probably really good
man's-
at making sushi too, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he probably does everything great. So
He's going to be a dad. Congrats.
I met a dog that met him yesterday.
And you met the dog that met him.
I met a dog that met him.
That
wow, that's
that do.
Yeah, that dog do. Well, clearly you don't. But no, I mean it's primarily walking simulator, and then you got Outlast style gameplay where like all of a sudden like a monster will be in the vicinity, so you have to kind of crawl and hide. Those gameplay elements are like nowhere near Outlast level difficulty. Like it's pretty easy.
It's if it's anything like Edith Finch, it's more supposed to be experiential than intense gameplay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Outlast 2, I think I actually have PTSD from that.
Yeah.
That shit is terrifying.
It really was. Like if you got caught, like it's oh god. I mean, this one's not bad because obviously, like if you do get caught, which happens because sometimes it's like, oh, let me just take these 2 steps, let me run, and then all of a sudden, like they grab you, and it's like your screen goes kind of haywire. But it's like your crew that you're serving with is being infected with this alien, grotesque zombie virus or something like that, and they're turning into these large, gigantic blobs of like flesh and tissue and just grotesque gore. And like when you see them up close, like if you're hiding and you see them like literally walk by you up close, it's pretty good. It's like a shame that you don't see that more up close because the design is actually pretty good.
I really want to play this.
Yes, you know what? I recommend if you're the type of person that does not play with subtitles, you're gonna have to play this with subtitles.
Okay.
Because it is everybody has a Scottish accent, and it is as a native of Scottish accents as you're going to get.
Bless their hearts.
Yes.
But that is a subtitle experience.
Yes, that is definitely a sub, and it's funny because they will use Scottish.
I can't even understand Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah. Because I tried, because I was like, I want an immersive experience. I want to play this with subtitles. And I was like, what the fuck did he just say? What did he just say? All right, I got to turn this back. But
What's a bangers and mash?
Well, they use the C word religiously, but that's
I've lived in parts of the world where that meant literally any noun.
Yes, honestly, that word is so synonymous with just like you're a fucking idiot or something like that, whatever. So it's like it's different the way we use it here.
I had a friend in New Zealand said I was a great cunt, and I'm like, I do.
Yeah,
yeah.
New Zealand does what we don't.
It's just it's that word means so many different things in different parts of the world.
Yeah.
It's not commonly used in America.
No, definitely not.
love the word cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use it a lot.
Well, when you're watching The Boys, now it's just part of our vernacular.
Yeah.
Well, we saw a bunny the other day and we're like, oi, look at that cunt.
Well, I'm glad it's maybe gaining some popularity here where it's like, it's not seemingly as bad. But yeah, and it's funny because they will use, I really cannot recreate some of the slang that they use.
Okay.
But they will actually, like, you'll hear them say it, but the subtitles will be like, oh, he said this. So it's like kind of like a translation within a translation. So,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. So it's like, what the fuck did he mean by that?
It's like in Hot Fuzz when they have urban to rural to ultra rural farmer.
Yeah.
The movie. I suppose.
It reminds me of the movie Airplane. Where they were speaking, where the Mrs. Brady was speaking jive.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had the subtitles.
Yep.
Underneath. Yeah, that was good. But it's a 6-hour experience. About it's really good, kind of like personal
good.
story.
That's a good amount of time.
Yes, 100%.
Especially for like just it can be a real curated experience, a guided thing where instead of 20 hours, you're opening doors that you might not be able to get to.
Right, a very linear experience. You're doing a lot of really cool things. Obviously, you're like, turn this valve here, activate this thing here, push this button here. You got to swim underneath this thing here, and it's like, it's a very unique experience. Like, not unlike, I've done walking simulators before in the past, but this is like probably one of the more unique ones that I've played.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I would definitely recommend this. And you know what? What? It's on Game Pass.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking do.
Xbox do. Anyway.
Do well. Yes. It's Indie Games Month this month. We will be covering 5 different games. So I recently, this is probably the last Dogcast, beaten Animal Well, Indica, which is
I gotta know more about Indica.
it's about a nun. And that's all I'm going to tell you.
Okay, all right.
It's fucking pretty good. It's not the best, but it's pretty good.
Okay.
Pizza Tower, Ayuden Chronicle, and Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. That game fucks.
Yes, that does.
Yes, and if you want to join us on any of those episodes, we can try and get you on those.
Okay.
Yep. But so I beat all of those and Shadow of the Erdtree. So I've been playing a lot of games lately. And I also found out today that there's a game called Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble, which is on Switch. And I didn't know about it. And it's 4 players, and it's up to 16 player online. And it might suck, but
That sounds awful.
the ratings are good.
Okay.
And I might buy it. But I'm going to look into it more because I've been burned on Monkey Ball games. But that's all I have to say. We'll be talking about all the indie games. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I have not played many games in the last 2 weeks at all. I've been very busy, but I have been plugging away on Hellblade, little Pizza Tower. That's about it.
Have you started Hellblade 2 yet?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, yeah, I think, because I was listening to one of your last episodes, and I thought you were talking about Hellblade 2 the whole time, and I was like, I don't remember that from Hellblade 2.
No, I was still in 1.
Yeah.
Hellblade 2 is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Not playing a lot of games lately, but hopefully that changes.
Are you playing with headphones?
Yes, you have to.
All right, yeah.
You really do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
a
really do,
totally
yeah.
different experience.
Yeah. Hellblade 2 really leaned in a little bit more with the voices.
I was worried since I didn't play Hellblade 1, but I honestly found the experience maybe better for it because I've heard people say it's very similar to the first one. And instead just getting to play like the refined version first. And I think the story, I read what happens in Hellblade 1, and I think that I appreciate the tone and the way the story moves in 2 more than what 1 ultimately did.
Yeah, for sure.
I abandoned 1 because clock was ticking, and I knew I wasn't going to have a lot of time to play, so I just jumped straight over to 1.
so good.
Or 2, I mean.
Graphically, it looks so good. But because I think the voices are a little bit more demeaning in the first one, whereas like the voices in the second one are more scared. So it's kind of interesting the differences.
It's interesting too that they have different voices if you want for a new game plus,
Yeah, I saw that option.
which is interesting.
Did you try that?
I don't have time.
Okay, all right, yeah.
No time. No.
That tree is not going to erd itself.
That tree needs a lot of Erden, baby.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna play some Erd tree today.
We're going to erd the fuck out of this tree.
But before I Erd that tree, should we talk about drinking Olympics?
Yeah.
Yes.
The drinking Olympics draft.
Can we just give the trophy to Conqueror and just call it a day?
Well, it's not a single person that does all 5 events.
Okay, all right.
We have so there's 5 events in the drinking Olympics, and how this works is we each take turns drafting a video game character, and you can assign them to any category, and you have to fill up your 5 categories. The 5 different categories: quarters, beer pong. We're only going to have one person unless you guys want to do 2 players for beer pong, 2v2. It doesn't matter. We can do 1v1.
Yeah, that'd probably be easy.
So 1 for quarters, 1 for beer pong, 1 for flip cup, 1 for the leader chug, which is just drink as fast as you can. And then the final category is endurance, which is who can drink the most. So you can choose any character for any category, but once they're they're out of the draft.
Okay.
So whoever wants to go first, you're the guest, Stoy, so maybe we'll let you go first today.
We're starting with quarters.
No,
Is that the
you can
first
choose
event?
any character and then assign them to that category. So you don't have to go by quarters to the next one. So you like,
Well,
I want to get someone.
I'll start with quarters. Yeah, I think.
You do want to start with quarters.
Yeah, I'll
okay.
start with quarters. Okay, I'm going to put Dante.
Okay.
Not from Dante's Inferno, but
Devil
Dante
May
from
Cry.
Devil May Cry. Yeah, not to be confused.
Now, why do you choose Dante?
Have you seen him flip a coin? Which one was that? He kept doing that during the game.
I have no idea.
I could have sworn that was like a kind of like a mechanic in one of his games, one of the earlier games for the PlayStation 2. But no, I just think like his finger skills. Like I think he would be.
And he drinks a lot?
I'd never seen him do it, but I imagine he
seems like a character that
he
drinks.
seems like a guy that would like. And we're not talking like he doesn't seem like a beer guy to me. He's like a hard liquor guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they can drink.
Yes, they can. So I think they're on a different level. I mean, he's the son of the devil, for crying out loud.
That dude can handle his booze.
Yeah, he can handle it. So, and I think like with his, like I said, I think he would just be really good with his fingers. And yeah,
All right. I'm going to.
maybe I should have picked him for Flip Cup. Now that I think about it, it's too late now.
I don't know. There's so many good choices, but for my first one, I'm going to take Soda Popinski from Punch Out, also known as Vodka Drunkinski in Russia. He's known for saying, "I can't drive, so I'm going to walk all over you." I drink to prepare for a fight. Tonight, I'm very prepared, and I think that dude. I mean, he's in peak physical condition and also drunk off his ass. He lives his life drunk. I'm going to put him under my endurance category, I think. That dude, I think he can handle his booze. And if he drinks vodka, I think he can drink a lot of beer.
Well, yeah. I mean, one would think.
Tyler, who's your first pick?
For quarters, can I take Magneto?
You can, well,
That's cheating.
that is cheating. You
That's
can't,
cheating.
It's got to be a video game character.
He's in a video game.
No,
I
it's
mean,
not an original
yeah,
video
but-
game character.
I'm going to go with Nathan Drake,
Okay.
but I'm going to do it for quarters.
Quarters.
Because he does have sleight of hand, and I feel like he'd be good with a quarter.
I think you're right. I think
Yeah,
Nathan Drake
actually,
is a good choice.
Yeah.
They don't have to be hardcore drinkers to win at quarters.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I
that's
was.
true, yeah.
That was what I was kind of hung up on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tom Brady for
Get fucked.
later on isn't going to work.
Stoy, what do you got?
Well, I'm going to put in, obviously, Conquer under endurance.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
That's
I
a good
mean,
one.
I just think he's a. Oh, wait. See, now, technically, you could. No, because I was thinking Geralt of Rivia because, like, there was that. What was that? Fire and Ice? Not Fire and Ice.
Geralt's a great
Heart of Stone.
choice.
Heart of Stone.
Yeah.
Where, like, if you actually got the bad ending of that, you could actually drink all the vodka you want.
Yeah,
Like, that's an actual ability you can get. You can actually drink, like, all the alcohol you want and never get drunk.
and alcohol affects Witchers differently.
Yes.
Geralt's on my list, obviously, but I don't know where.
But
I'd put him.
I think I am going to do Conquer because I think he's a perpetual drunk, just like Soda Popinski.
So you want to do endurance?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to put him down as endurance.
I think that's good.
Yeah. And the fact
The
that
whole
he's-
point of the game is he got really trashed the night before and fucked his life up, and he has to put it back together.
Yeah, exactly. So basically,
That requires
the whole,
commitment.
the whole game is him trying to get home, but also solving everyone else's problems at the meantime.
He helps like a broom get laid, I think, at one point.
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
For the leader, Chug, I'm going to put down any of the characters from Tapper, the arcade game,
The old original crate. Okay,
That's
Yep.
a good one.
yeah.
because
That's diving deep.
they fucking just chug it and they charge the bar for more. I appreciate them. And as a bartender, you do want customers like that because you're going to make a lot of money, but you might also break a few glasses.
Yep, for sure.
leader-
Which acceptable losses.
Yeah, leader Chug, I have got to put down just Tapper customers in general. They fucking drink.
Oh, I got one for that.
Now, Tyler,
for that.
Endurance.
which actual NFL player are you choosing?
For endurance, I'm choosing Trevor from Grand Theft Auto 5.
Ooh, Trevor's
that's
one
a
that
good
I had
one.
on my
That's
short
a good
list.
one, yeah.
Yeah,
a good one.
because he can handle his shit. I mean, he'd lose his shit, but he's gonna keep drinking.
I imagine, though, he might use too much cocaine.
Well, that's gonna sober him right back up, and then he can keep drinking.
Yeah.
And then you just wake up naked on a freeway on a scooter. Trevor, great pick.
Yeah, very good pick. For the leader, Chug, I'm going to put down Kirby.
Oh, my God.
I just thought of it there because I was like,
such a
who,
good
like,
idea.
yeah. I mean, no, I don't even need to say anything. Why? I mean, we all know why. I mean,
He's like a vacuum.
that dude swallows cars. I'm pretty sure he could put down a liter of beer within like 2 seconds.
I don't know if it'd even affect him. I don't know if Kirby could get drunk, which is great. But like, I think that
Does Kirby does he urinate? How does he go to the bathroom?
I've looked, no penis.
No penis. Yeah, you're right.
I've checked.
Yeah,
Nothing down there.
He just sweats it all
He
out.
doesn't even have a butt.
he doesn't. Yeah, how does? Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm still gonna keep that answer because
That's fucking good.
yeah.
I didn't see that one coming. For Flip Cup, I'm choosing Bo Rai Cho from Mortal Kombat.
That's another deep cut.
Bo Rai Cho,
You could have picked him for any one of those.
he's like a very skilled fighter, also drunk. So I think he's got a lot of coordination. He drinks Outworld wine in large quantities before and during matches. That fuels his technique. And he is also the owner of a very large brewery in Outworld. Bo Rai Cho knows how to keep his shit together and fight Goro while he's trashed. That's all I got to say about Bo Rai Cho.
He was my favorite character, I think, in the original ones because there was like the what was it where you can actually throw up on the ground and they could slip. He's like,
Yeah.
it was like Sub-Zero's like freeze floor.
Yeah.
Basically, it's just the same thing.
And
So,
for some reason, that is so much grosser than someone's spine getting ripped out. Like
That is-
seeing
yeah.
someone actually vomit and slip,
Well,
it just makes me feel worse.
yeah, it was pretty gross.
This is interesting.
So I'm up then.
Yeah, Michael Jordan, is that who you choose?
For Flip Cup, I'm going to choose Cuphead.
Okay.
'Cause
Okay, all right.
He's dexterity. Like he's got dexterity. I've moved around with him before. He's good. I feel like his hand-eye coordination is there. Plus,
Good with his fingers.
he is a cup. And if anybody would know how to flip a cup,
It's another cup.
it's another cup.
You can't beat that.
I feel like he just knows
that's
the
a good
anatomy of the cup.
That's
man.
a good one.
He probably flips his little brother over all the time. Mugman.
Yeah. I mean,
He's got skills.
And his sister, what's this? Or is that? No, they
Miss
weren't
Chalice
related.
is no,
Miss
not
Chalice,
related.
all right.
They did go to elementary school together though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I listened to the audiobook one time for a podcast that I had to do with another person. It sucked. That is a bad audiobook.
Okay.
Don't listen to it. Carnival's Chaos, I think.
Well,
You have beer pong and flip cup left.
so I'm gonna pick Jamie from Street Fighter 6.
Ooh, very drunk.
He is the drunken master of that. I was thinking about going with the drunken master guy. The guy from Virtual Fighter.
There's the drunken master is such a good style of fighting.
Really, honestly, but I think Jamie, would do Flip Cup better. I just
Flip
think,
cup. Okay.
yeah, Flip Cup, yeah.
Tell me more about Jamie's drinking. I've never played Street Fighter 6.
So he's like obviously the more you drink, the more abilities you get to unlock, and actually your attacks become more powerful to the point where like he wears like a really kind of tight knot, ponytail. And then like I think if you drink 3 times, you unlock like super mode where all of a sudden his hair becomes like really flowy, turns glowing yellow, and then your attacks become a little bit more powerful. However, they don't last that long. So and then like I think it's like
Heard
obviously-
that.
yeah, your obviously your dexterity kind of goes a little bit more flowy, a little bit more loose, but yeah, he's obviously a younger guy that just kind of embraced the drunken boxing lifestyle. So
Oh man.
I love any game with a drunken boxer in it, like Bo Rai Cho, Shen Long, I think from Virtua Fighter.
Yep.
Yeah, and then obviously Jamie. So like once I found, because I was a jury main for a lot of the Street Fighters, but then when I found Jamie in Street Fighter 6, I was like, all right, I'm in on this guy. Changing.
Oh, this is getting tough now.
Yes.
My big hitters have been taken. I still have quarters and beer pong. Beer pong. I'm taking Jex from Final Fantasy X. Dude's a blitzball star. He knows how to throw a fucking ball. Raging alcoholic. He ruined his family's life. They found him in
On the
jail.
flip side, I'm taking Titus then. No, I'm not going to do that.
You could.
I could, but
Jecht for beer pong. I'm very happy with that choice. He ruined his family's life from drinking. You can't do much better than that.
yeah, no, he's got the liver for it. It's pickled already,
And he's got the discipline for
He's
it.
got the discipline.
yeah. He's able to decimate an entire city So yeah,
Good for him.
Yeah.
Plus he's turned into a Lovecraftian monster.
Yep.
And ultimately, that's what you want in a partner. It's going to strike fear in the heart of your opponents.
a guy
It's
that's going to
give
do
you the
whatever is
mental edge.
necessary.
I am choosing pre-Sinject, though.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea.
Tyler, you have beer pong and leader chug.
Okay, so for Leader Chug, I have another cheeky answer that you guys are probably going to veto.
All right, let's go.
I don't know how to say the name. Dionysius from Hades.
I would accept. I was thinking about this, but it's an original enough version of a character that I think it would be okay. Do you agree, Stoy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's the god of like partying and wine.
Right, yeah.
So that dude can probably slam.
I think that's a good choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was the
But maybe
one-
he doesn't like beer.
You never said we got to chug out what he has to chug.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
I'll give it to you, but we're a beer podcast.
I mean, he probably likes beer. He likes to hang.
He just likes to party, I think.
Yeah,
Well,
he's just
yeah.
a party guy.
He's the god of partying.
Yeah, so I went with him for the Leader Chug because I felt like he could slam.
Very wise.
Yeah.
I don't know why this makes sense to me.
Okay, because this is for beer pong. So
Yes,
this is your
I know.
final pick.
This makes sense to me, even though I think it. Let me know if this is legal or not.
Well, I got vetoed twice, so I might
Well,
be the
you
expert.
chose like the lead singer of Metallica, you asshole. He's in a video game.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
game.
Okay. So, it's, Yuffie,
Interesting.
yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, she's
She's
ninja.
underage.
That's why it's like that could be illegal. However, beer pong basically. Well, I suppose that she may be forced.
She's playing with water.
So, are we playing? Are we playing these games in Europe?
well, if she doesn't miss a cup and she gets to play the whole round straight and doesn't have to drink,
Yeah.
But otherwise, if she has to drink beer, someone's going to jail.
That's right. Yeah, but that's why I asked. Like, context matters. Are we playing this in Europe where there really is no drinking age?
Sure.
Okay, all right. Because
Yeah.
Beer
I'm-
Fest takes place in Germany, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it takes place in the.
Because she's like
Dogcast
what,
land.
16, 17?
She's 16, I want to say.
So that's a loose drinking age.
I'll allow it.
Okay, all right. That's why I was like, I may get vetoed, but
No, I think that's
Okay,
acceptable. I have quarters left, and at this point, I'm not 100% on a lot of this, but I'll take someone who is proven in the battlefield. They know how to handle all different types of weapons. I don't need to rationalize anymore. I'm choosing Solid Snake.
Okay.
Snake.
why didn't I think of that?
Snake in retirement likes to drink. His love of alcohol was hinted at in Ghost Babel. And then outright stated in Metal Gear Solid 2 when he laments that his retirement was just him being holed up in Alaska drinking too much. He probably flicked a few quarters around in there. And I think he'd be good with almost any weapon or thing that you have to toss. I'm going to
Yeah.
go Solid Snake. I wouldn't put him for endurance. I don't think he could fuck with some of the big boys, but I do think
You know,
quarters.
that fox dye vaccine that he got, just gonna kill him earlier.
Yeah. Solid Snake for quarters.
Why didn't I pick Revolver Ocelot then for quarters? Damn it!
Ooh, damn it.
Damn it!
So I just got beer pong left, right?
You have beer pong.
All right. Asterion
Interesting.
from Baldur's Gate. He's lived for a long time, so he's got a lot of practice. He is
I would like to play beer pong against him.
Actually, that would be interesting.
He talks so much shit. Oh, darling, why did you miss so many times?
yeah, he's going to be a good time. Plus, on top of that, he's a rogue.
And you might get laid.
Already did. He's a rogue, so you know he's got the dexterity to pull off throwing a ball into a cup.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah.
if anybody on that,
He's a
think
long
he'd be
distance. He's a range fighter.
yeah, so I think that's a good one.
These are
I
good
was going to
picks.
say Deacon St. John because he's a biker,
Yeah.
Okay.
and he was playing beer pong before.
I was
the
also
outbreak.
going to
You could have
say,
picked Deacon on any of these, honestly.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
is there any other characters before we say the final teams? Any other characters that you were considering drafting but didn't get a chance to or didn't make it in?
Geralt, Deacon.
I think it's good Geralt didn't get in because Geralt isn't an original video game character. He was created for a book before video games.
That's true.
I would have picked Marcus, I think, for endurance too. I think
Phoenix?
Geralt and Marcus Phoenix were my two other, but Conquer just seemed to stick out more.
Yeah.
I was trying to work Joel in there somewhere, but
You could just
didn't
have
feel
we should
right
have
for
a category called depression.
yeah. Yeah, Joel he just didn't feel right. I also had John Marston.
John Marston was on my list.
John Marston would have been a good one to throw in there somewhere.
I had Doomslayer. I imagine they can drink. I had Duke Nukem.
Oh, Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem would have been good, yeah.
Koichi Adachi from Yakuza Like a Dragon.
That's a good one.
Former police officer and detective. At one point, he said he wanted to be a sommelier, but he would get so drunk when he started drinking, he wouldn't be able to tell white wine from red wine. That's a skill I got to appreciate. I put Commander Shepard ?
Yeah, I put that down I had that down in my head for beer pong too, but
I imagine Shepard would be good.
yeah. If he was a biotic.
I don't know why I just thought of it now. Fuck. I know who I should have picked for beer pong.
Who?
Cal Kestis. He's got the Force.
Ooh, that's cheating though.
Or you could do
Yes.
Grease Dritus for Flip Cup because you could do 4 cups at once.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I had Orin down as well from FF10 because he does have a giant jug of sake on him at all times.
Yeah.
Dovahkiin from Skyrim at one point gets so drunk that an entire quest happens while he's passed out. Leisure Suit Larry.
Yeah, that would have been a good one.
Sid Highwind.
He's a degenerate.
Then I had this like other candidate that I just didn't find a good spot for. Tisabald Thorm from Baldur's Gate 3 from the Waning Moon Tavern in part 2. You have a drinking contest with them, and they drink so much they explode. And I'm like, there's something there. But
I've heard of that quest line.
oh, you haven't done it.
I haven't done it yet, but I've heard of it.
Well,
there's a lot of this game that I've heard about.
But you beat it once, right?
No, I never. I got like about 8 hours in, and then
Okay.
that's when I started to like. I was like, this is too hard.
I'm happy I didn't spoil something big because this is a small moment in one of the spots. But
Yeah.
you have to go drink for drink with the owner of this tavern, who also is a brewer.
Okay.
And is an extremely obese centaur. And you have to try and keep up and also tell stories to keep him entertained. And if you can do it long enough and hold your shit, they'll eventually explode.
Is it pretty much like 7, 8 dice rolls in a row? Or
It's a
something like
lot.
that? It's a, yeah.
And then if you start fighting with him, though, his attacks are drinking different kinds of ale and then vomiting them at you.
Ugh.
And if he does 3 drinking attacks in a row, he blacks out and doesn't move for a while. Yeah, Tisabald Thorm was someone I was considering but didn't have a chance to get in. So, listeners, this is where you come in. We're going to have y'all vote for which team you think would win in these Olympics. And you can tell us on the Discord if you're a Patreon supporter, or you can message us on patreon.com, or just send us a message on Instagram or Facebook, or any way you can. Let us know whose team do you think is going to win. So team number 1 is Stoy.
So for quarters, I got Dante from Devil May Cry. I think he has the dexterity. You know, beer pong is Yuffie. A little bit of a controversial take, but I think with her expert ninja skills and her element of distraction, you know, her dancing around at the other end of the table, I think, I think she'd be a good fit.
She would talk or would like psych you out. I think that's a good choice.
Yeah, really would. I think just probably more so annoy the hell out of you. Jamie from Street Fighter 6 for Flip Cup. I think he has the obviously the fighting ability, and I think he has the once again the same thing with Dante, the dexterity for it. Leader Chug was Kirby. I mean, I don't think anything needs to be said.
He'd eat the fucking glass.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
would. Yeah,
Or they would. I don't know if Kirby's a male.
Dylan
they
told
identify
us
as
once.
they them.
Dylan has answered this question
I
before.
think they're above gender.
Yeah.
Okay, just completely genderless.
What is gender to a god?
That is true. Yeah,
Yeah.
can't call it it.
It's Kirby.
And then it's
Kirby
just
is
Kirby. Kirby is its own
Kirby is the
gender.
pronoun.
How would you like to be called? Kirby. Okay.
Yeah.
And endurance is Conquer. I mean, obviously the guy played a whole game completely drunk out of his mind, so I know the guy can. I know the guy can hold his liquor and maintain it all throughout any sort of quest. So,
A lot of good choices.
yeah.
Team 2. Team Brad. For quarters, I have Solid Snake. The dude does drink. He does smoke. I think he probably parties pretty hard when he's off the clock. I think he'd be good with the quarters. Beer pong, we got Jacked. He's a blitzball star and a degenerate. If I was at a party and saw Jacked, I would ask him to be on my team.
Yeah.
And then he would call me. He'd say, "Don't cry, Brad." And I'd just
Stop crying.
I would bawl.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Flip Cup. I have Bo Rai Cho from Mortal Kombat, another pure drunk. With if you have the dexterity to fight Goro while you're blacked out, I think you can flip a cup. Hopefully, Leader Chug. Any of the customers from Tapper, those assholes have stolen many quarters from me. I break a lot of glassware. And for endurance, Soda Popinski, Punch Out. You can't fuck with that guy. He's Russian.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
Actually, any endurance athlete, so long as they're of Russian or Siberian origin.
Zangief would have been a safe choice.
Zangief would have been a good one, yeah.
Yep.
Quick, change the channel.
Quick, get another six-pack.
All right, for Team Tyler, you got quarters, Nathan Drake.
I think that's a really good
That's a really good one, yeah.
He's going to be good at quarters.
I should have chose people that aren't known as being alcoholics for some of these because you don't need to be great.
Yeah, because their judgment and dexterity is going to be impaired because they're going to show up drunk.
Yeah.
Drake's going to show up, be charming, help me win at quarters.
Yeah.
So that's why he's there. Beer pong, Starion. I think another rogue going with the dexterity there.
He'd do it from the shadows 20 feet away from the table, too.
Right,
Yeah. So I think he's gonna nail it. Plus, Brad, you are right. His shit talking would be legendary.
Yeah. Astarion versus Yuffie. Like, come on.
Yeah, that would be a good matchup.
Yeah.
Flip cup.
The problem is she wouldn't understand half of the insults he's thrown at her.
Yeah, that is true.
But it
That
would
is
make her
true.
angry.
Like, all right, you weirdo.
Yeah.
Flip cup, Cuphead. Who better to flip a cup than a cup?
That's great.
Yeah, that's really good.
Leader Chug, Dionysus. He is literally the god of partying. Even if he doesn't like beer, I feel like he can probably outslam a mortal.
Drinks a lot.
Yeah. And then endurance, I'm going with Trevor because that man is going to be so whacked out of his mind on coke and other drugs that he will just keep going.
I think Trevor would have been a good pick for any one of these.
Might have been born
Maybe
drunk.
except beer pong.
Yeah. I don't know, but who knows?
Yeah, right.
Maybe. So those are the choices. If you want to let us know which team you think would win, or even just individual matches, please let us know. You can find us. We are on Facebook and Instagram at Hair of the Dogcast. We are on Twitter at Hot Dogcast. We are on Threads. We're on Blue Sky, if those are your social medias of choice. And we are, of course, on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Hair of the Dogcast. And we have a free trial available, so if you're curious, you can even just do the free trial for a week, download a bunch of episodes, see what we're all about, and then if you want to stick around, we'd love to have you. We do have a great Discord as well, so that's another awesome perk. You can join us on the Discord. We'd love to have you. Yes, make sure to check those out. And otherwise, we want to say special thanks to our executive producers from Patreon, Ryan Krisinik, Kipper, Brian Ward, Jordan Hoff, happy birthday, Jordan, Phil Wright, Phil Just Phil, Cole Del Gardno, Bryant Ross, Kelly Gutowski, and Justin Melly. We appreciate your support. And who would you choose to be in the drinking Olympics? We want to hear your picks as well. Who did we miss that would be an obvious choice besides Michael Jordan, Tyler?
Hey, you can't fault me for trying to play the game. Like I was trying to.
You weren't trying to play the game. You were trying to play professional rock stars.
You're trying to cheat.
Yeah.
Magneto was almost like too good of a choice, though. But
Why would Magneto be good? Can he not get drunk or something?
well, actually, no, he wouldn't be good because imagine him playing quarters and just flipping it. It would just go back to him.
Yeah.
Oh, he can control it.
I mean, I
can move
guess,
it.
but like, I don't know.
Yeah, but also he's a comic book character.
All right,
Who's also in a video game.
I'm choosing John McClane from Die Hard.
I'm choosing the chick from Bullet Witch.
James Hetfield was a solid one.
I'm choosing Hillary Clinton from NBA Jam for beer pong.
Well, you could choose Saddam Hussein. He's going to be in the new Black Ops 6. So,
So technically, Saddam Hussein is on Tyler's table for who wins Flip Cup.
Yeah.
yeah, missed opportunity there.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We will be back for Indie Games Month and discuss many fun indie games. And Elden Dogs will be available for Patreon members, I think, in a week, as soon as Tyler has a chance to play through some of the game. Otherwise, I'll just do the whole fucking thing without him. I can't stop right now. And yeah, thanks again for joining us, Toy.
Thank you for the invite. I really appreciate it.
We'll see you
It's
again
always fun
soon.
with you guys.
Yeah, anytime.
All right, friends. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.